What's up? What's up? What's up? How is everybody? Welcome to my stove, I guess. How are you guys? Welcome. Happy Sunday. We are here. We are doing it. We're going to be cooking up a storm today. How is everyone? I hope your day is going wonderful. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. What up, Jedi? How are you? Oh my gosh, it is like sunshine over here in Vegas. I have loved the weather so much. Like yesterday, I went for a really long bike ride. And then we have like a patio, so I don't have like a garden, but like I got all new plants to plant for spring and it's gorgeous and tons of flower. Oh, I'm so happy. Like this is my type of weather. I'm in shorts. I'm ready for it. I am ready for this warmth that Vegas brings. It was really weird though, because during the week it was really nice. And then on Friday, all of a sudden, full rains all day. And then it's back to 80s. And I think today I was out just a little while ago and it was like 76 degrees. So too hot too soon. Oh no. Yeah, I'm loving it. I love the heat. I'm that weirdo that enjoys that though. Like I love the 100-degree weather, all of that, and I'm just like sitting outside. I think I was probably outside for like 6 to 7 hours yesterday, like off and on, because I just wanted to be outside. But today's menu is a little different because I know I pulled during stream on Sunday, I pulled salad bar that I was going to do a full menu based on salad bars and different salads. But two things came up. One, I want to make this menu really good and I'm struggling. So I'm going to hold off on making salads. I'm not going to forget about it. It's just that was not what was going to happen. And two, the biggest salad eater in the family is actually Top Dog. And I got him sick. If you guys remember last week, my voice was a little off and I thought it was because of a concert. Turns out I had a really bad cold. I lost my voice for like 2-3 days. I still am like congested and I'm hoping not to blow my nose on stream. If I have to, I'll take my mic off and stuff. I'll mute myself. But yeah, it turns out cold, horrible cold. Top Dog actually has it now. And so he won't be coming on stream because he's super sick. But he's my salad person. Like he makes us salads. Like that's what he does. He makes his own dressing. Like that's what he does. So I was like, I can't do a salad stream without Top Dog in it. So I decided instead I'm going to attack my Pinterest and do recipes I have found from Pinterest that I want to do. And these are things I love eating that I'd love to try to make. I'd love to eat. They might not be Top Dog's favorite, but he's sick, so he really won't be eating them. It's primarily me. Oh my gosh, today it's shorts. Wow. Okay, so that flipped real fast then, Jedi. The fact that like you were in long underwear Monday and less than a week later, shorts. Yeah, I've been rocking the shorts for like a few days now. Like, again, I am like soaking it up. The fact that I can be outside on my patio at like 8 at night before I go to bed and I'm in still my shorts and like enjoying it makes me happy. But yeah, no, that's a flip. That's a very fast flip for weather. Hopefully it's not horrible for your sinuses or anything like that. I know some of my friends who live in California, they're going through like super cold and super hot and super cold and super hot and it rains, and all of them who have like sinus problems, they're not happy. They are not happy. So, but at the top of chat, this is all the recipes that I'm going off of. Obviously, I found them on Pinterest, so you can find them there as well. But this is the direct links to them that we're going to be going off of today. As always, we're going to start with dessert, but let's go over. We're going to do onion mushroom tartlets, cacio e pepe, which I've never made, but I've always wanted to. Mustard thyme lamb chops and pecan pie bars with little toffee bits. So I'm so excited for all this. I've actually never made any of these. I have never made lamb. Ever. I have had it, I think, 2 or 3 times in my entire life. But I've never actually made lamb, and I'm nervous and I'm excited, and I couldn't wait. Obviously, I want to try making things for the first time. Everyone, of course, I was reading about it, I was looking at it, and it's like everyone's like, oh, everyone overcooks it. So I have my thermometer, my meat thermometer, to tell me like when my lamb is good. But yeah, I've never made it before. You love lamb cheddar? Oh, see, and I've had it a few times, and I want to say it's 50-50. There are some people I know. I grew up, my best friend, her dad would make lamb chops, and they were so good. And so his I really enjoyed. And then I'd have lamb at restaurants, and it was like, okay, like not too crazy. But then I'd have some, it was just all over the place. So I'm like, today we're going to do it. We're going to make our own lamb, and I'm going to see how it is. And we're doing it, I believe I got, is it lamb chops? Yeah, bone-in lamb chops. That's what I got. So I'm excited to try it, because then I'm definitely going to, if it tastes good, I want to try it again. I know this is silly because I don't know what it tastes like, but the rack of lamb, like I love the look of it on a plate. And so I really want to learn to cook lamb and make it taste amazing, because I want to serve like this crazy dish. Like I always see like almost Michelin star dishes with a rack of lamb. So I'm like, it's just the coolest plating thing ever. So I'm like, I really want to try it. But yeah, so again, sorry, my voice, little congested still, but we're going to get through this. So desserts, we have to start with desserts, because things have to cool and I have to do this. So we're going to be jumping from desserts to, I'm trying to think of what else. Desserts, and then I think we go to the onion tartlet. Then before the onion tartlet, we'll get the lamb chops marinated and let those sit. The last thing we're actually going to make is the cacio e pepe, which, if you don't know what that is, it is pepper and cheese pasta. So it's an Italian pasta. It's pepper and cheese. We're going to roast the pepper. Like, I've always looked at it and thought it looks amazing. I've tried it at restaurants and I love it. So we're going to make it today because, again, why not? It's going to be a great day. Nice, very like all over the place today. Not any vegetables except in the tartlets, which are going to be covered in crust, in lovely puff pastry. But who cares? This is a good Sunday. This is a good Sunday meal. I wouldn't be mad about this if I went to someone's house and that this is what they were serving. Okay, so first things first, we have to roast our pecans. So let me grab a baking pan here. And I am just gonna grab this. And it's at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I have my oven, the top's at 350, the bottom's at 400. And so what we have to do first with kind of everything with the dessert is, let me get this caught up, is we're going to make the shortbread that goes on the bottom and then the pecan filling, because you have to cook the shortbread and then from there you cook it for, I think it was about 20 minutes or so. And then you put 20 minutes, 18 to 20 minutes. And then you have to make your pecan pie filling. And then you want to let everything cool after that. And so this is going to take a little moment of our time today. So we're going to start with that first one and get our pecans roasted. So super simple. They wanted 2 cups, 16 ounces. So I found a bag for exactly that. Sorry, the dogs they're crazy today. Hi, you're fine. Okay, spread these around and we're just toasting these guys up. And when they're done being toasted, I'll crunch them. Okay, oh, I love the smell of pecans. Okay, so we're gonna do this. How long do they want it? Only about 5. Oh no. Yeah, about 7 minutes. So actually not that bad. 350, 7 minutes. All right. Now we can get on to making our shortbread. What up, Tanner? How are you? How is your weekend going? Or gone? So the theme today is, it was supposed to be salad bar, but I need to sit with that a little longer because I want to make something really good. So today, instead of pulling a new theme, I decided I'm going to tackle Pinterest. So I have like thousands of recipes I've saved. So I wanted to tackle every recipe, not every, but recipes from Pinterest that I have had saved for like over a year. So that's kind of what I did today, and all things, of course, never made. One of the things I'm excited for is lamb. Never made lamb in my life. I've had it, never made it. So we're gonna make onion mushroom tartlets, cacio e pepe, lamb chops with a mustard thyme sauce, and then pecan pie bars. So it's kind of a Pinterest theme today. Cause I got to, right? Yeah, that's what I figured. It can be its own theme. Thanks, radio. Yeah, I was gonna pull a different theme, but I was like, "Oh, I don't like doing that not on camera." And I want to do the salad bar. It's just, I want to really think about it. Like, I want to make our own croutons. I want to do like different salads. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm getting over a cold, and Top Dog has it. And Top Dog is actually the salad maker in our family. So I was like, if I'm gonna do a salad bar theme, I have to have him like in it, and he is deathly ill, so he's not coming on today because of that. So, oh, you did. Which one did you make, Jedi? I'd love to know. Honestly, for me, Pinterest, it's hit or miss. Like, I don't do any of the viral ones, but I really like to see like what they have, and this one was really good. Thank you, radio. Yeah, I know he's gonna jump in and out of chat here and there when he wakes up, but yeah. Unfortunately, I thought I got just my voice last week was from a concert. Turns out I got a full-blown cold. So I am on the upper and up. Like, I ended up losing my voice for half of the week last week during work. And like I said, if I have to blow my nose, I'm gonna mute myself and go off camera, not Camry. Honey mustard chicken thighs, roasted potatoes with rosemary. Oh, that sounds good. Was it yummy? Pretty, and what I like is it's pretty easy. Most of the things are pretty easy to make. Okay, so shortbread, 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 shortbread. So first is some softened butter, and then let's grab everything else. I make it quite a bit. Oh, you do? Oh, that's awesome. See, that's always good. I will say, when I first started cooking, I started cooking by doing Pinterest recipes. Like, for me, it was like, okay, let's see what they have. I think I can make this, kind of all of that stuff. So it was a great like starter for me. And even one of the recipes, like I've altered it a bit, but there is a spicy shrimp taco. I think I made it on stream on Wednesday before. There's a spicy shrimp taco I found on Pinterest, and to this day, I still make it. It's one of my favorite things. I just altered it a bit. So that is Italian, Tanner. So, cacio e pepe, it is basically pepper and cheese pasta. But it's really, really yummy. I've had it a few times. I've never made it, so I really want to make it. But yeah, that's Italian. 40 minutes, that's not bad, Jedi. 40 minutes for that kind of a meal. Like, and that's a good one. Like chicken thighs with potatoes. Like, that's a good meal. Okay, let me grab my salt. And I'm sorry, I will be like, my nose, I will be sniffling just a bit. And then some vanilla. And we're just toasting our pecans right now. Never heard of it. In it, but I knew Italian. Honestly, it's one, like it's a very, a lot of times they'll serve it, like here in restaurants, they won't just serve it like that. Like that's how people, I know from the friends we have in Italy, like that's how they eat it. Here in America, they always add more like chicken or shrimp or like some kind of meat. But it's a super easy, super fast recipe that we're gonna make because it really is cooking the pasta and then you roast up some peppers and all that. You made a stir-fry sesame broccoli. Ooh! How did all those go together, Jedi? Like the flavors, did they work really well? Okay, so we're gonna go to our shortbread. Okay, so I'm gonna use this. Oh, yeah, they did. Oh, that's good. So those are really unique flavors. And I'm just going to put this down, and I'll put the pie crust in it. It's not really going to stay down, but I'll put the crust in when we flatten it to cook it so that it makes it. Yeah, this one, the pecan pie bars are really cool. The one that I got, I'll do it. I know I had it at the top of chat, but so you guys don't have to go. And for some reason, my pinning, it still isn't working. So I'm just going to add all of them into chat right now for you. And that bottom one is the pecan pie bars, and it's got little toffee bits in it. So I had to buy like little toffee bits for us to try, all of that. So I'm excited for it because I think it's going to be just like a pecan pie, and then you just make it into like a bar. Almost like how a lemon square, you could make that into a pie or eat it in square form. Okay, we're going to get a big old bowl. But I want to make sure, let's see here. This recipe has so many directions that I'm like, okay, this gets a little crazy. So in the big bowl, we're going to be putting our butter in there, and I'll take it out in just a second, and we're going to whip it as much as we can. Then we're going to add sugar and brown sugar until smooth and creamy. Then the salt. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. We're going to divide this up so that way I am like good to go. Okay. Let's go ahead and get pecans just came out. So let me just pull those. And they just suggested to toast them because it helps with the flavor. So I went, why not? I love anything pecan. So oh, that smells so good. Okay. So I'm game for that. All right. So regular sugar, it wants a half cup. Let me get my items so I can flatten all this out. Okay. Okay, so a half cup of sugar. And that's kind of it for the sugar on the shortbread. Because what we'll do is after the shortbread, we'll make the filling. Because you have to put the shortbread in first and then the filling. And then it wants, is it just a third cup? A third cup of brown sugar, of course, packed. So let's make sure and get it packed in there. Okay. Okay, so that'll go in once we get that butter going. And I'm just going to set all those to the side because I know we're going to need them. And then it wants, this is going to be a little too big. Oh, I had an apron because I knew I was going to do all these things today. All right, let me put that on. Okay, so then, got a little bit of stuff on me. Okay, then, Top Dog, thank you for the bits, Top Dog. I warned everybody you weren't going to be on because you were sick, so everyone is wishing you well, sir. Okay, and then 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. So let me just get that going. Good husband there. Always supporting me. Always and forever. Even in his deathbed that I got him into. Okay, and then the salt. So I'm going to actually put the salt in with this. And it'll help dissolve in that extract. So that'll be not a problem. But that goes in next. Okay, we can move that. Okay. So let me move this out of our way. Should have made the soup, right? I know, I should have made soup. He had ramen for the last 2 days, though. That's like one of his go-tos when he's sick, is ramen. All right, and then and then it's going to be 2 cups of flour. And so this, I could actually put in another bowl. I'm just kind of prepping everything so we go. Because I do know for shortbread, once the flour is incorporated, like you got to be done with stirring it. So I want to make sure I just have everything ready. Because it's going to come out shortbread like a cookie. Yeah, we have this, like, I've made ramen, but he actually has this one ramen place he loves to go to because they have something called like a black garlic, and he absolutely loves it. So they have what they call the sumo size, and it's giant, and he'll eat that for like a day or two when he's sick. Normal day, he could probably take that down in one sitting. All right. Let's go ahead. Let me plug in here to the side. So what we're going to do here is we're going to beat the butter, and it's pretty much as we can whip it, we're going to want to. So my butter is at room temp, maybe just a little cooler than room temp, but that's okay because it'll get there. If your butter isn't at room temp for the shortbread, it's really best to have it. So just put it in the oven put it in the microwave for a little bit, not a lot. You don't want it to be melted, but just enough that you could, you know, easily, push your mixing into it. Like you can kind of see it's just there. So let's go ahead and let's start whipping. I'm going to do this out of 4 out of 5. Beef broth veggies does the body good. Yes, it does. All right. I'm going to go to a 5 now. And honestly, it's just whipping this as much as I can to be like a very, very soft, almost like not a whipped cream, but like a buttercream. Like you whip it so much that you can mix everything else into it easily. Okay. All right. Kind of keeping at it. Let's see. How's it? Oh, yeah. So I'm making it like I could literally take it, right? I was making ermine. What's that? I don't know what that is, Jedi. Ermine. Okay, now I'm going to put the sugars in there. Woo. So I'm going to cream this together. Again, if you have a standing mixer, this is a little bit of a faster process. But I didn't want to bring the standing mixer over here, so we're just doing it with a hand one. Let me move that. And I'm going to really quickly, I just want to kind of get it back in the center because this is a pretty big bowl. And all I'm doing now is creaming together the butter and the sugar. So it's not going to like fully dissolve, but it definitely goes through the process of that. So it's a little less grainy. A roux of flour and milk, and then you add butter. Ooh. I've never even heard of that. And with that roux, do you have to have anything to stabilize it, or does it end up staying pretty stable? All right, let's check this. Okay. We're a little grainy, but that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna add our salted, basically vanilla extract. sounds like a bechamel, right? Bechamel buttercream. Could you imagine? All right, we're hitting that time where we're going to be able to put in the flour now. So I'm going to stick this flour in, and again, so what the biggest thing with, and I know an ad starting soon, the biggest thing is with your flour, as soon as it's incorporated into your butter, you're done. You don't mix anymore. Sometimes I underdo it, and then I hit it with the spatula, just because it just makes it a little easier. It cooks better, or it bakes a lot better when you do it like this. All right. Take those off. I know I'm going to have to use this again. Hello, Roxy. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to do the rest with my hands. This is a pretty flaky shortbread, if I do say so myself, but it smells good. It smells really good. It's pretty stable. Make a mistake once and add twice the normal amount of butter. I was eating vanilla ice cream. That's still solid at room temperature. Okay. I like that. Okay, here you go. So see, this looks like, it's like cookie dough. So what I'm gonna do, just gonna grab a parchment and then we're gonna put it down. Okay. There we go. Okay. And all you got to do is make sure you're getting an even spread of it all. So we're just pushing it down. You don't have to push it so much that like it has to go to the edges. Again, it's just, you just want an even spread of everything. So that's all I'm trying to do, is feel where maybe it needs to go a little bit more, a little less, and just squish it down. You're basically making a giant cookie. Okay, and I'll show you guys on stove cam what this looks like before I stick it in, so you have an idea. Okay, you know what, I'm going to take my ring off, else it's going to get real dirty today with all the pie filling, all of that. Okay, let me go to stove view and I'm going to show you guys. So this is what it looks like. It's pretty deep. You guys can see it's probably about like 2 inches down is where it starts. It's not super, super thick, but it's a good crust and it's even across the board. So we have to stick this in to the oven, and this will be a 350 for about 20 minutes. So again, that 350, the same one we did for the pecans. Okay, 350, 20 minutes. Whoop. Let's set this. Here we go. Okay. Woo. That is good to go. Now, let's look at this filling. Thank you, Top Dog. And again, I apologize for my voice, guys. I'm still getting over my cold, so I'm a little scruffy with the voice. Okay. So, pecan pie filling. So now for the filling, we need another half cup of butter. which is 1 stick here. So a stick of butter. I need 3 large eggs. So let's go ahead and get those eggs. Let me grab them real quick. Okay. Just gonna put them in here for right now. All right. You want me to do it? Okay. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I got to get some water. All right. All right. Now we go to, okay, we're going to need sugar, brown sugar, and granulated sugar. So let me get that. That's flour. Okay. Light corn syrup. So I got that. Milk, which I'll grab in a second. Again, we need some of our vanilla extract. Some salt. Where did I put the salt? Some lemon juice. I actually had to use the zest of a lemon the other day and not the juice of it. So I have it already zested, but we don't need the zest. We just need the juice of a lemon. A little bit of flour and 2 cups of the pecans chopped. So that's actually where I'm probably going to start so I can get that out of the way. Let me just make sure I have all my ingredients close by for measuring. And we're going to actually be browning the butter, which is really awesome. So we'll be able to brown butter and get that going. Okay, and then this. And then we needed a teeny bit of milk, but I'll worry about getting that when we're at that step. All right, let's chop some pecans. Oh, I know. Look at this thing. I really used, I zested that lemon. I woke up on, I think it was like Friday, or it might have been Friday night. I was like, I really want blueberry muffins, which is not like a norm for me. I was just like, I can't help. I want blueberry muffins. And I actually had some frozen blueberries. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make blueberry muffins. And I did. And they were delicious. And we still have a bunch of them left. But I wanted to zest a lemon in with the muffin. So it's like a lemon blueberry. Super happy with it. Okay. We'll just do a handful at a time on these. And these are coarse. If you've ever had a pecan pie, it's not like a fine powder. So I wouldn't suggest putting it in the food processor because you're going to end up getting a real powder. You want them to be very ununiformed. Some of them may be a little too big. It's just the best thing for kind of that pecan pie filling. So you don't have to go crazy with the chopping of these. Because again, you don't want it to be like a flour. You want them, to be bits almost. Yes, gives texture, so much texture. Who wants not blueberry muffins in the middle of the night, right? And I did the ones with the crumble on top, pretty much a dessert. But I loved them. They're so good. And Top Dog, even, he's not the biggest muffin person, and he was like, these are really good. So I have them in a little tray over here. That's why I really enjoy having a pantry filled with everything you could possibly need to bake anything you want. Almost any cookie, any pie, anything. I have enough to make it. So I, in general, have a rule if I want, especially for desserts, because I'm a dessert person, if I want something bad enough, I have to make it. So if I really want donuts, I'm like, well, then I have to make them myself. Or cookies or something like that. So, okay. All right. Oh, I love pecans so much. Okay. go. I will say this is the first recipe I've ever seen where they want you to toast the pecans ahead of time. So, and they say it because it really enhances the flavor. So I'm actually really excited to try it because I've always just done, you know, pecans right out of the bag for pies. So I'm actually really excited to see if I notice a difference in the flavor. And the roast wasn't that long. It was only, you know, 7 minutes. All right, last little bit of pecans here. There we go. Mascarpone lemon cake. Ooh. I have never even heard of that. Is the texture, do you kind of make it like a normal cake, but is it because of the mascarpone, is it nice and like a moist cake? Because I'd have a feeling it would be that way. I did that ricotta cake last week. It just didn't set right, and I don't know if I did it right. But because of the ricotta, it was so moist and like rich, but it had such a great flavor. Okay. Yeah, moist. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up because I bet that would taste so good. All right. Let me get the little pecans out of the way here. Now we can finally start kind of grabbing our ingredients that we needed. Ah, thank you, R. Sager. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you doing today? And on a month 7, woo, OG here. I love it. Enjoy being ad-free and all the emotes for chat. You whip it up like egg white, probably even softer. Wow, okay, Tanner, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Okay, butter, 3 large eggs. I'm gonna preemptively get these eggs going. Hey, Uncle Stinky, how are you? How is Seattle going for you? How you being treated up in Seattle? I can tell you, I'm in shorts right now because Vegas is, oh, it's so nice. It's my weather. Doing homework. Oh, wow. Hopefully it's not too bad for the homework. All right, here's our 3 eggs. Again, I'm just going to set those to the side. Let those kind of hit room temp. All right, let's measure out everything else here. A 4th cup. Let's see, do I put my sugars in together? Because then I'm going to put them in one container here. And again, I'll put it in chat one more time. Everything I'm getting is from Pinterest. These are the blogs they're from. And sorry, I lost my voice. I had a cold, so I'm a little sniffly. Okay, so this is where it's interesting. Add the 3 eggs to the butter. Okay. And add 1. My mouse. I think I need to clean it. Okay, here we go. All right, let me see. Oh no. Okay. 4th cup of that, 1 cup of brown. Okay. I'm just looking because it's like they give you the proportions up above in that recipe. And then all of a sudden there is like proportions down below. And I just had to see, like, is it different? Is it the same? But it's the same. So I'm just going to go off the recipe. Somehow it's raining and so much pollen. Ooh. Yeah, we are in. So Friday, it rained all day. Like Thursday, it was 80 degrees, amazing. And then Friday, it just rained all day. And now, I mean, I went for a bike ride yesterday. I gardened a little bit. Like, it's been 80 degrees. And even our wind usually is pretty bad. Wind here, not even bad. So, pollen though, I gotta say, I was telling everyone before, I have friends in California, and they said it's kind of like that right now, that they're like, what is happening, all of this, and all of them with sinus problems are hating it right now. They're not happy campers. I can tell you that. All right, pecan pie filling. So in this one bowl, let me move my little bear. We're gonna do 1 cup brown sugar packed. There we go. Okay. Oop, let me get my bear back in there. And then a 4th cup. So that'll be that for the brown sugar for this recipe. A 4th cup white sugar. Hey, Jane. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love that. Beautiful day in the Bay Area. Sneeze, blows nose. Honestly, my only thing is, I mean, you guys can probably hear it in my voice. I'm a little bit sniffly. But yeah, no, I got like a full-on cold, and to me, it's weird having a cold when it's like 80 degrees outside, and it's like, oh, it's so beautiful, and I'm just like barely breathing. But oh my, Bay Area though, I mean, that is the hidden. I'm from the Bay Area, and my family lived there for a while. It's like, people think California, that a lot of people who've never visited, they think it's like LA everywhere and San Diego and sunny. And I'm like, Bay Area, you get hit with that cold pretty fast. Like, pretty fast. Okay, so then we're going to do a 1/2 cup of light corn syrup. Haha, no, right? Exactly. Okay, we're going to just put it in here and let it be in there. 1/2 cup of that. In my bedroom, we have HEPA filter going and a mask on. Wow, okay, so it is really crazy there then in Seattle right now. Oh, that is not fun. Because normally, I mean, you can tell me if I'm wrong, Stinky. Normally, it's not that bad. The pollen and stuff in the air, it's not usually too bad in Washington. I know Washington has a lot of different areas with different temperatures and different climates, but okay. And then it'll be the 1 tablespoon of milk. Let's just go ahead and get that ready. Go ahead. I'm just kind of preparing everything so that we're good to go. Let me, you know what? This had the vanilla and a little bit of salt. I'm going to use it again because it's fine. And we're about to, with this pecan pie filling, I'm about to brown the butter. And we'll let the butter chill for just a little bit before we add all this in. Because if you add all this in and you don't pay attention to the fact that there's eggs, you could make a scrambled, basically a scrambled egg pie filling with pecans. Not good. Trust me, I've done it. It's not good. Okay. All right, let's do the butter now, and then we can get the rest, so that way we have the butter going good, right? So all it is to brown butter, and I'll show you guys stove view too, is we are going to put it on high just for a little bit. And I'm taking the whole stick of butter. And when you're browning your butter, don't walk away from it. It goes from being brown to burnt very, very fast. Now my pan is black, so it might be hard to tell, but once I get there, I'll show you guys. Browning butter, it really sounds like what it is, you're going to get brown bits of your butter, and it's going to start smelling nutty. Once you hit that, you brown your butter, take it off the heat, you're good to go. But it does add a little nuttiness to whatever flavoring you're putting it in. So let's say you're even wanting to do a pasta sauce that maybe has more of a nut kind of flavor to it. Any butter you have, if you brown it and get those little bits, it's really good. If you want to make a buttercream and have it be maybe a little nutty or caramelized tasting a little bit more, you brown your butter and then you'll let it cool at room temperature, and then you can add it in for everything else. I used to make a brown buttered cake that I would brown the butter and then I'd do brown sugar with it. So it was this super yummy brown buttered cake, and I'd make brown buttered buttercream. That's a lot of butter. Depends on what is throwing the pollen out. Oh, yeah, the flora. Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. Okay, let's go to the stove cam. You can see it's super. I'm going to lower it to medium just because I don't want to burn it. And again, you get nice and frothy at first. And you don't have to continuously stir. It's just like letting it be. I just kind of want to make sure nothing burns at the bottom. And it only takes a few minutes. It's not too crazy of a time frame on that. Oh, Tanner, no. So the stove cam, I don't know. It's been around for a little bit, but I ended up doing it because I always had to turn around and talk to you guys, like, you know, from here and turn. So I was like, you know what? Let's see if I can figure out how to put a camera that comes down on my stove. And then I also am working on, we had a garage sale in our neighborhood, and I bought another camera. And Roxy, you're going to have to wait, dear. I bought another camera that I'm hoping to put kind of next to me that also is a top-down view when I'm cutting and all of that. Slowly making this happen. Okay. So I'm on medium. Again, the frothy part is done. Still just smells like butter in my house, which not bad. Ah, thanks, Tanner. Yeah, my stove cam, honestly, it's so good. I got to figure out the lighting because it's a little hard to see. Because, I mean, I have just standard kitchen lights, and everything is a lot brighter in your view than it is in mine. So I'm going to have to figure something out, but as long as I got it going. Okay, we're not browning quite yet. Just still the bubbles. Let me grab some water. Roxy, you're going to have to wait. If you guys don't know, my dogs, we have bells on the doors for them so they can tell us when they need to go outside. So I'll let Roxy out in just a second, but she went out right before we started streaming, so I know she's fine. It's just because we have the windows open and it's so nice out too. Like, our dogs are smart enough to know if they ring the bells, that means they get to go outside. So they know that means they get to be a part of something outside. And it's like, no, no, no. Like, can't abuse the bell system. Okay. So now, okay, we're getting brown. Ooh, okay. I want to see if I can show you guys. Let's see. There are, this is going to be kind of hard. The butter has started to go brown. And I don't know if you guys can see all the, like, it's probably kind of hard to see, but it's turning brown and we're getting little brown bits. It's almost to a nutty smell. I'm going to let it sit for just a teeny while, but you can kind of see the butter's brown. It's not yellowy or, you know how when butter, you can like make it a little bit more clear, like clarifying butter. Like, this is brown butter, and this is what I wanted. Lovely brown butter. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to set it in the side. This is actually perfect timing. Our shortbread says it's done. So I'm going to bring out the shortbread. I'm going to put it to the side. So we're going to want that to cool. Ooh, nice and hot. And the edges are nice and like lightly toasted around the edges. And again, this is going to bake again in the oven. So if you're like, oh, it looks still a little raw, or it's fine. This gets baked again. It's a twice bake. So for sure, no, like you're good. All right, let me grab another set of whisks for the mixer because we're going to start kind of mixing some stuff up. So like I said, we're going to mix the eggs. And what I think I might do, ooh, it is buttery goodness smelling in here. I'm actually going to grab just a nice little hot plate. I'm going to stick the butter in the fridge just while I'm doing this to make it go faster. I do not want the butter. I don't want the butter to get back to a solid form because it's fully cooled down. I just want it to cool down a little bit because we're going to whisk eggs up and then you have to put the butter in. But hot butter with cold eggs means you might scramble it, and that's what we're going to avoid doing. So if you can get your butter to room temp, you're gonna be winning here. So let me move some stuff around so that I can put my pot in my fridge over here. And again, oh, this is good. This is what I'm going to show you guys for browning butter. Like, do you see? It's like, I mean, it looks, you're looking at it probably going like, it looks like bacon grease almost. Like it is brown and there's little things at the bottom, little bits that are kind of the brown bits of brown butter. Okay. We're going to stick this. Yeah, let's stick it like that. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Next time I open this fridge, it's going to be lovely, lovely brownness of butter smell. Okay. Now, let's see here. So they want me to do the eggs a bunch, then add in the sugar and the brown sugar. Yep. Thank you, Tana. I always forget what part it is that is like the brown bits. But yes, the egg whites. And they're so deliciously yummy. Which you wouldn't think, like, when you're making an egg, like, make your egg whites nice and brown and crispy, right? Like, super brown. But they're so good when they are. Those fats, man. Okay, so we're going to whisk these up. Then we're going to add this, the corn syrup, and the milk. Okay, so we're actually going to be having a good consistency in here. Then the butter. And then it's salt, vanilla extract, and the lemon juice. So let's get our salt, lemon extract, and lemon juice. Let's get those ready. Again, just so we are fully prepared. And that comes after the butter has been put in here. So a half teaspoon of salt, and then 1.5 of vanilla, and then juice from 1 lemon. And like I said, my lemon's a little sad looking because I zested it the other day for blueberry muffins. But I didn't use any of the juice, so it's still a good lemon. Okay. Let's get this. I've actually never put lemon in pecan pie filling either, so this is really good too. Like, this will be really interesting. I put a lot of other things, like I've done like a rum pecan pie. That was really good. A few other things like that, but never lemon. All right. And then this goes in after the fact, right? Okay. And then the salt, that, and then a tablespoon of flour. So let's go ahead and get our tablespoon of flour. Again, prep the best. And then our toffee bit. It wants a half cup, I believe it said, of toffee bits, which that is pretty cool. I've never done toffee bits. So I found the best. My dad loved these. peak toffee. So I know an ad's about to come up for some of you. And with that, we're just going to be literally mixing this all up together. So it wants just a half cup. My half cup's being taken. Let's grab another one. I'll grab another set. Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to do what they call a rounded toffee bit. Okay. Oh, that's so delicious. Okay. So exciting, so exciting, so exciting. All right, let's whisk this all together. So we're going to whisk like salt caramel. Exactly, yeah. I didn't even think about it, adding the saltiness into it. I'm wondering what the lemon's going to do too. They said in this post, they said the lemon, let me see what it says. It says the lemon is your hidden like gem in this. And it says it's because it's like a great like caramel source. Like it brings out caramel more, which I've never heard. So I'm really excited. Okay. They want me to whisk this until like the eggs basically change color. So they are really having me whip it, not to like meringue status. Obviously there's fat in here, so that wouldn't get there. But they want it really whisked up. So we're gonna spend a few minutes here. And I bet these bars would taste so good with a little sea salt on top. Oh. All right, we're gonna keep this going. All right. Okay, this is looking pretty good. So we are like pretty fluffy with our eggs. Like they're whipped pretty good to get this air into it. So we're gonna keep it on because it's looking good. And we're gonna do all the sugars. Let's break up this sugar before I kill it. Okay, then the milk. Then the corn syrup, which I know this, I'm going to have to get a little spatula to help with this part, the corn syrup. So, pro tip, if you are at home and you're like, and honey, corn syrup, anything like that, and you're like, I really like, it's a pain to get it out of the container, like it's so thick. If you put saran wrap in first, then pour it in, you can almost make it like a little pastry pouch. And then you just throw it away once you take it all out. I don't mind cleaning it, so for me it's not bad, but if I was doing it a lot, I would do that. And you can do it with honey too. You put it like a little saran wrap in it in your measuring device. Pour in what you need, whatever that thick consistency is, and then you take your saran wrap and kind of twist it, clip it, and you can push it all out. Hey, what is up, Clippy Lynn? How are you? Okay. This is looking good. This is looking nice and caramelly. Okay, let's check our butter. Whoop! Let's check that butter out. Okay. All right, I think it's good. It's not like super cold, but my rule of thumb, and she even says it in the post too, if you can stick your finger in it and it doesn't hurt, you're fine. Lemon is delicious, right? This is interesting, Clippy. So what I'm actually doing is I'm making pecan bars, pecan pie bars, but they wanted us to add juice of a lemon. So I'm excited. So I'm going to just slowly add this a little bit at a time. And I'm feeling the sides of my bowl Because I also am feeling for, is it feeling like it's already gotten too hot? Is it staying cool? Again, the more I can whip this and take my time getting it in, it's not going to be a bad thing. My bowl's staying nice and cold from the eggs and everything else. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to show you guys a close-up of this. Let me get the rest of this out. It is like speckled with deliciousness. And I want to get all that good speckling out. Like, oh, this looks so good. If there wasn't eggs in this, I could probably drink it. Okay. I put lemon juice in the water when I... Ooh! I never even thought of that. Uncle Stinky, I bet that is amazing. Oh, I know, right, Tanner? Fire. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you guys this. I really hope on the stove cam, I really hope you guys can see the speckling. I'm going to be so mad if you can't. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see, like, all the speckling. I mean, obviously there's air bubbles, but there's little speckles in there, and that is our brown butter. That is the brown little bits of butter that you want. So, so excited. Okay. So now, from here, I want to make sure we added the vanilla, the salt, the lemon juice. We've added the butter back in. And now, okay, so we're going to add the flour. And then the extract and salt. And we're going to whisk that. Actually, some of the salt didn't fully go in. Okay. Is this music making a cat noise, or am I hearing something? Right? Oh, pecan bars are my favorite. Like during Thanksgiving, if somebody makes like a pecan bar or a pecan pie, I mean, I'm like game for it. Honestly, I've had it for birthdays before. Like, oh, I love it. Okay. What we're going to be doing now is just folding in. We're folding in. There's an occasional cat noise. Okay, thank you. So it wanted 2 cups. I think I had way more. The measurement was 2 cups worth, but when I chop it, I don't think it's 2 cups. That's fine. We'll get this figured out. So 2 cups of pecans. I will literally eat these. That's like dessert for me. And then 1/2 cup of toffee. And I'm just going to fold this sucker in. I mean, it's pretty watery, which is standard for pecan pie filling. So, oh my gosh, this is so good. Okay. Now, let's see here. Yeah, my crust is still warm. I can touch this, so we're fine. So we made that shortbread crust, and now this is just going to get poured onto it. Oh my gosh. I know, joke. I'm in it's not a family challenge. All of the family is on the same challenge, but I'm very competitive. And I'm starting tomorrow. We're supposed to have like a challenge for how many steps we walk. And like, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take it up a notch. And like I said, I'm a dessert person, guys. I was like, I'm going to make it so I only have dessert once a week or on the weekends. I don't think with this, I'm already giving up. I'm already giving up. No worries, Tanner. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your night. Okay, 350, 30 to 35 minutes. This sucker is going to sit in here for a little bit. So let's go ahead, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm just going to push him in there. Here we go. And I'm putting him 30 minutes on the clock. Bam. And just like that, our dessert is finished. Well, it's not finished, but it's cooking. It's a bacon away. So now what we have to do is actually get our lamb ready. So we're gonna get the marinade for our lamb nice and ready to go. And then we're gonna let that sit for a while. So let's go ahead. I am going to the pecan bars. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close that tab on my computer so that I'm good to go. And then let's go to the lamb. And let's get this marinade ready. Okay, olive oil, 2 tablespoons. Okay. And then we'll get the rest of it ready when we're ready to actually cook it. So we're good there. Okay, let me grab my lemon juice. Look at these things working together. 2 tablespoons lemon juice. Okay. And now we got some fresh thyme. Let me grab my thyme here. And it just wants like a little bit. Like, how much is this? So let me get some thyme in there. And I'm just kind of gonna like break it up a little bit because the marinade will, again, we're gonna do a lot with this thyme. So, all right, get a little bit of thyme in there. Okay, easy peasy. I'm gonna keep the thyme out because we'll need that later. And then salt, pepper. And this marinade's pretty easy. Up, okay. Salt, some fresh cracked pepper. And, oh, and then garlic. Garlic, of course, minced garlic. So let me grab another cutting board here. And let's mince some garlic. It wants 3 cloves. For the marinade, I'll stay with the 3 cloves. We're going to be adding more in. So let's, you know what? This one ends with 4. One of them's really tiny. So that's fine. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Fly away garlic. Okay. Smash the garlic. Here comes the goods. Okay. Awesome. Here we go. Incoming raid. What? If someone does, that's awesome. I'm excited. All right. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Another garlic. All right, guys. Now we're going to mince it. Now that we've taken our anger out on this lovely garlic, let's mince this sucker up for the marinade. All right. Oh, this is looking good. Look at that. Oh my gosh, Canara, you're amazing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody. I am like thrown for a loop. Welcome. Oh, John DePainter, welcome. Seriously, you guys are the best community ever. What up? Welcome. Oh my gosh, that's Texas Chris. Is it Crypto? Oh my gosh, I'm like losing it all. Drink more, cook less. Blockchain I saw just came in. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. Oh, I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for all the follows. What is up? How was your stream? And anyone from my group, if you do not know, you have to follow Canara. Like, she is amazing. I'm so glad I actually got to meet her at TwitchCon. She's an amazing person. Oh my gosh, welcome. I'm like thrown for a loop. We are cooking up a storm today. So we are doing onion mushroom tartlets, cacio e pepe, some lamb chops with a mustard thyme sauce. I'm actually about to marinate the lamb. And we got pecan pie bars in the oven right now. We just finished making those. So those are getting baked up right now. But how are you all? And trust me, anyone who's just come in for the first time, every week we do a themed meal. And it was supposed to be a salad bar theme, that somebody wanted a salad bar theme. And I just need more time with that because I'm like, I gotta have it. So I decided I'm taking over my Pinterest. I gotta find Pinterest stuff that maybe has been sitting in my board for one too many years. So I'm doing all recipes from Pinterest today. But if you ever have an idea of a theme, write it in chat. I will put it in my bucket. And at the end of stream, we choose a theme. But oh my gosh, I love it. Tabasco! Tabasco and oysters. You want me to do an oyster one? Cajun food. Okay, I haven't gotten that one yet. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, how is everyone? And welcome to, by the way, you'll see my moderator, Top Dog. He jumps in here as well. He is thankfully my husband, my taste tester. I got him sick. He has a cold right now. Usually he comes on stream at the end to do everything. And 100%, he streams as well. He is an 18 and up video game streamer where I am a family-friendly food and drink streamer. I got you. Asian food right here. You're from Louisiana. Oh, I'm probably not going to do you justice, John. Oh my gosh, welcome, Claire Magister. Is it Magister? Oh my gosh, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it so much. Like I'm overwhelmed right now. So thank you. I hope you had a good stream and that everything went well for you. Oh, you're from the UK. Welcome. No, trust me, I understand. When we raid at the end of mine, I'm always like, I gotta lurk. It takes hours to clean. And like, what you see looks great. What you don't see behind you is where the dirtiness is. So, oh my gosh. Roxy, come here. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. Well, and just so you all know, I actually live in Las Vegas. So I am in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the United States. And we finally have hit spring here. It is like a lovely 80 degrees. I'm in shorts. I'm so happy. Like, it's not that way everywhere else, but oh man, I am happy. And I'm just getting over a cold as well, so sorry, my voice is a little bit. You want me to show a puppy, Top Dog? Okay, let me take off my apron. I'll grab a puppy. You guys can see my family here. Okay, let me grab a puppy. Come here, Rox. I'm gonna go get her. She's by our door. Yeah, okay. Come here. So I have got 2 French bulldogs. Here they are. Right? Spring is so great. So this is Roxy, and she is about 2 years old. She is the little runt. She's our little runt of a Frenchie. So that is one of them. The other one looks just like a Frenchie you'd see on like TV. She is like perfect Frenchie. But that's my Rox. She is usually always standing next to me. She's my little shadow. So yes, right? Right, Blockchain? No, I love it. The 2, they are seriously, we used to have English Bulldogs, and then they're just so big that I was like, I gotta have something smaller, because our English Bulldog, when he passed, it was like 75 pounds, and I had to like carry him deadlift, because his hips were bad. So I was like, I love their personalities. They are seriously the most like stingiest, loving dogs ever, but I love them. I love them. But yeah, Roxy's a small one. Everyone thinks she's a Boston Terrier. But she's only 23 pounds. She's a little runt of a Frenchie. My other one is, I mean, like full blown Frenchie. So yes, but love the dogs. That's what we have here. We got dogs and good food. But yeah, no, I absolutely love living in Vegas. I grew up all over. We moved all the time, and so I got to grow up in a lot of places, which for me I absolutely loved. But I love Vegas. Like Vegas is my home. I've lived here now like 5 years. I absolutely love it here. Like it's a crazy place to live, but I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. The only thing I wish is I wish we had weather that I could actually like farm in and have really good fruits and veggies, but I am just not at that point. Thank you so much, Canara. Thank you. Right? We got you. We got you representing here. You guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing. I am so happy. So John, I don't know what's happening. I will tell you my commands, there is something that happened with them that they stopped working and I'm still trying to fix it. I've only been a streamer since August. So I'm really working hard, but let me go ahead and get your Discord to ya in chat. Let me grab it real quick just so I can have it for ya. Let's see here. Right? You guys are the best raiders. I gotta say, she has the best community. I can honestly say it. And it's because she's amazing. That's how I know. Let me see. Come on. But yeah, no, thank you guys for everything. And we are, I mean, like I said, we are going for it. We are working on different types of things. I'm going to put in chat too, real quick. These are all the recipes I got from people's pins. So I always want to make sure I give everybody their due for grabbing their recipes from Pinterest. All right. Let me, for some reason, wants to be a little funny. Okay, this should be it. Rockstar status to Claire, right? I know, Claire's amazing. Clippy, I love it. Okay, that should work. I'm gonna double check that this worked. Yeah, that should have worked. Okay. Oh, I know. She's amazing. I love it. And Canary, did you cook anything today? Were you in the kitchen? Or were you playing a game? All right, we're gonna get on to our caramelized onion puff pastry with mushrooms, Gruyere. That's what I'm gonna jump to, guys. No, just a good cook. Oh, no, no, no. You are definitely a chef, my lady. You're amazing. All right, let's grab, as always, butter. Our soul here is butter. All right, and then mushrooms. Here we go. I gotta slice these suckers up. I cleaned them, but I gotta slice them. And I'm not doing the puff pastry from scratch, guys. I thought about it, and then I decided no. Honestly, I gotta get over my fear of doing that. I'm just gonna slice up, and 2 cups, by the way, is what I'm slicing up. Is 2 cups of these lovely mushrooms. And I am just, honestly, like, I am so excited. So yesterday I got all new plants. to put, again, I have a patio. I don't have like a yard, but I got all new plants. We get so many hummingbirds here that it's amazing. So I'm going to switch computer. No worries. So I am like, all I wanted is I went to get plants and I was like, what do the hummingbirds like? What do the bees like? So I'm wanting all of those creatures to be like coming to my patio. So I'm hoping I've enticed them enough with all the goodness of plants and like bougainvillea and matavilla, I think is how you say it. But everyone else here in Vegas had the same thing on their mind because I went to just Home Depot and 100% from Home Depot, they like usually in the garden section, you don't have to really wait for the register. You don't have to do anything like that. This time I legit had to wait because everybody was like, the weather's nice. We're going out. Like nobody wanted to be indoors. It was wild. And then I took the dogs to the dog park and it was so good. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is a great Sunday, right? More than one computer. She's got to have it. Oh, no. Okay, I'll see, John, if I can figure that one out. Let's see. Let me go to the link again. You know what? Let's do this. Here we go. Okay, let's try this. Maybe that'll work. If not, you can definitely tell me. But that should work as well. Oh my gosh, I appreciate you guys all being here. Like, seriously appreciate it so much. You have no idea. I always tell everyone, too, at the end, like, showing up for raids, like, you as raiders are so important. And honestly, it's just like, it feels so good. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, truly appreciate you guys being here. It means a lot to me. It just shows you, too, how good of a community you guys are a part of as well. So I love it. And I'm still getting used to everything. It worked. Ah, thank you. Thank you, John. All right. So now I'm doing the onion. So we got our mushrooms done. Now I'm going to do the onion. All right. Yeah, and for me, I am family friendly. I stream food and drink exclusively. And so I used to do Wednesdays, but my regular 9 to 5 is getting the best of me right now. So I am just streaming Sundays, but we try to do a 4-course meal, like completely themed out for fun. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now is like 4-course meals. Again, so many ideas. We actually just hit a goal not too long ago for followers. And I am planning a trip to Universal. And with that, I'm going to go to that Super Mario World. And I'm going to come back and make Super Mario food. Like remake what I had to eat at Super Mario World in Universal. So we'll see. We'll see what I can come up with. But yeah, it's awesome. You do art and gaming. Oh, that's cool. What kind of art, John? I love watching artists. My art is food. I can barely draw a stick figure. So I love watching artists. Like, it's one of my favorite things. That and people who do, like, body painting. I'm just like, how? How do you get these dimensions? How do you do this? It's amazing. I'm not going to cry because the onions and the raid. We're not going to cry. I'm going to back up for a second. Put these to the side. Oh, I forgot to put my apron back on. Fine artists, somewhat graphics design, logos and stuff. Oh, that's really cool. That is really cool. I love that. Roxy, you're going to have to wait a moment. Sorry, my dogs know to ring bells when they want to go outside, so she's just ringing the bell. So she's got to wait. She's got to wait a moment. And I know an ad is about to pop up soon as well. So I'm just going to keep collecting ingredients. For anybody who's waiting along, I'm just going to collect some ingredients while we do this. But oh my gosh. I love all the emotes. Those are amazing. You made them all yourself. See, God, I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. Honestly, I have no idea. Like, where do you even start with that? Like, you're gonna laugh. I like will still be like, if I need to edit something, I'm like, can you do it in Paint? Like, that's how far behind I am with anything editing or creating art. Like, I have a next door neighbor who does watercolors and she has classes, and I'm like, maybe I should take one of those and all of that. Yeah, my dog rings the bell to go outside. You're waiting for an animated one to get approved. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, well, that's exciting. Okay, let me see here. So I'm just kind of going through all my stuff here. Some time. It's a crawfish. Oh, I bet that's so cute. It's fleeing. Oh my God. Fleeing. It's oh my gosh. Oh, I'm gonna have to see this. This is amazing. This sounds so good. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of thyme. Oh, flexing its arms. I'm like, fleeing. I'm like, it's pulling them off. Oh, I love that. Flexing. Love it. Let me grab the garlic powder as well. Oh my gosh. You know what it reminds me of too is the flexing from SpongeBob. Oh my gosh, you work with animals. Oh, you work in a vet. Oh my gosh. Oh, ads. Okay. Okay. We'll get right. I'll see when the ads end. And then salt and pepper. Salt and pepper here. Okay. Oh my gosh. So crazy. All right, guys, we're just getting everything still together for this. So we got our yellow onions. Is it the cute little doggo? Yeah. Yeah, that's the one that went outside. The other one went with her too. They honestly, they love each other so much. And so 100% like the other one went out there, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. But what's so funny is I'll show you guys the other one. When she comes in, so my other Frenchie, her name is Stella, and she's like full black and she has a little white on her chest. And Stella she'll go out. She's the smarter of the ones where she'll ring the bells knowing she doesn't have to go to the bathroom. She just wants to go outside. So she'll ring the bell and then walk outside and just sit down and like sploot out. It's so funny. Oh, good. Okay, Claire. So with animals too, like you probably get to meet so many. Are you like a vet that works on like dogs, cats, or do you guys also do like the reptiles, all that? You put it in the Discord. Oh my gosh, John. Yes, I want to see this. Let me get over to it. Let me open it up. I want to see this. Oh my gosh, that's so great. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. Vegas dogs. Right? No, right? My dogs must have been meant for Vegas because they love the sun. Like, who would have thought, like, loving the sun would be something they do? It's the first one you've ever done? Kudos to you, sir. That is actually really good. Like, I actually I wouldn't even know where to do this. So I'm blown away. Like, good job. Seriously. I'm going to just cut my butter real quick as I throw the other piece of it to the ground. Okay, put that over there. It's good. Honestly, for your first one, that is really, really good. Bravo to you. All right, let's see here. Okay, we've got the butter, the oil is sitting over there, the mushrooms, the onions. Oh, I had to get sugar. Sugar in with this stuff. I love the sun, but then they appreciate, yes. Kind of like me. Like, I am one of the weirdos here in Vegas. I actually love the summers here. Right now we're in spring, and it's like everybody likes the weather here. It's like anywhere between 75 and 80 degrees pretty much all day. And then I love it. Like, I finally was able to use, like, wear shorts and, like, get out. But I'm also that weirdo that when it hits like 110 degrees, I sit outside and I'm like, oh, so nice. Like, I honestly never thought I'd like it as much as I did, but I truly do. Animation assist function in Procreate. Okay. Like, I have no idea what any of that is. But that sounds exciting. Like I said, like, art is like, I appreciate art. I cannot do it. It gets humid. Okay, John, so where are you? Are you in more of like the south? One, is it teaspoon or tablespoon? Oh, they want a tablespoon of sugar. Okay, put a tablespoon in there. I'm a kennel maid, also cleaner vet, but I'm hands-on with, aw, cats, dogs, rabbits, my skinny pigs. Aw. So my husband, like I said, he usually shows up on stream, but he's sick, so he won't be showing up. He would raise guinea pigs. Like, he would raise them from rescues, and I had never been around a guinea pig in my life until I met him. And so when we met, he would raise guinea pigs. Like, he had a few guinea pigs, and they were, like, the sweetest things ever. Spring blockchain, it's so nice. I absolutely love it. There are flowers everywhere. Like I said, butterflies. There's, I saw, like, probably 10 hummingbirds today just around my house. Like, and then you hit summer, and that's when the jumping insects come at you. But I can handle it. I'm okay. Oh, my gosh, Johnny, you said you were from Louisiana. Oh, yeah. Clara, I'm in the UK, so a massive hi from me. Right? Oh my gosh, yeah, he loves it. Like, I grew up with cats and dogs. My parents would not let us, rodents, they wouldn't let us have it. But my husband grew up with guinea pigs, he had mice, he had rats, he had all those animals growing up. And he can do, Claire, you'll appreciate this. If he was not sick, I'd make him come down here and do it. But he can do, you know, that high-pitched squeal when they're happy? He can do it like this. Even to the point, if we go somewhere that has them, he'll do them, and they all turn and, like, buck. It's so cute. You have a cat named Zelda. Oh, what color? I don't know the types of cats. I don't know a lot about cats. So, color, type of cat. What kind is that? What kind is Zelda? All right, let me grab my Gruyere cheese. La Gruyere. Yeah, I grew up, like I said, dogs. We had a cat, and our cat, I don't even know what kind of cat it was, but her name was Choo Choo, as in like a choo-choo train. And she literally just showed up on our patio, and my mom took her in. And we had Choo Choo for like 18 years, like a very, very long time. And she, like I said, she was just like browns and grays and striped, like, I didn't know what she was. She's white and bluish silver. Ooh, that's nice. That squeak, yep. If you've never heard, guys, you guys got to look up a guinea pig squeak. It's the cutest thing in the world. Let me get my mandolin just so I can do some shredding on this cheese. Yeah, I grew up a lot with, like, Labradors. My sister at one point had a Sheltie. But we always had the Sheltie was I didn't live in the house at the time, but that was the smallest dog. But we always grew up with very large dogs. So the fact that I have Frenchies now is kind of funny because I was like, no, I don't need to have a small dog. Like, I grew up all big dogs, all of them. So, and now I have small little guys. And I love it. Guinea Pig Whisperer might be a reality show. I I agree. I think that could easily be something fun. Okay, there's our pecan bars. Let me see if they need a little more time or if we're looking, you know what? We're actually looking pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna go to my stove cam. So if anyone knows, like obviously my stove's here, I have a camera up there. So when I pull things out of the oven, you guys can see it as well. So let me pull these out. They're nice and browned and they gotta cool. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Here we go. Loving it. It is nice and toasted, and now it's just letting these cool down. I actually think I need to put it in for 5 more minutes, though. I'm like, it's a little... Oh, no, it's good. Okay. I thought it was a little too jiggly, but I think we're good. So these we got to let fully cool. Like, it is bubbling on the sides for pecan bars. We're going to let these fully cool, and then this will come down a little bit, and then we can cut them into the bars. Which, dessert, dessert, dessert. So delicious. Oh, John, your grandma had a huge golden lab. Yeah, my mom, she has a half golden, half lab. His name is Ted. And Ted's head, I'm 5'7", and his head comes to about right here. He is a giant dog, like giant. So yeah, no, they, like, some of these labs can get huge. Aw, you had 2 guinea pigs and they died 2 years. Aw. You do pet portraits too? Oh my gosh. The new Caesar. Blockchain. You want 2 more. Oh, thank you, John. Yeah, this is, I have a lot, but this is definitely my biggest piece. I lived like in Hawaii and whatnot. So I was like, I want it on my arm. I'm obviously not here in Vegas, but I'm a big surfer. So I did a lot of surfing growing up. I lived in Southern California in San Diego for most of my childhood. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm a big surfer, the ocean, all of that. So when we go on vacation places, I'm like, where's the ocean? Where are we going? Because that's where I'm going to. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, the colors, honestly, like, the guy, his name is Fabian, and he's in Laguna Beach. But I told him, I said, he's a really good artist. And I said, yeah, I just want, I want to basically have every color you can possibly do and make it work. And he was like, can do. And he did it. And I love it. Yeah, Claire, our guinea pigs. So when Top Dog and I, when we got married, he had 2 guinea pigs. And they were not in the same container together. They didn't, but they loved being next to each other, but you couldn't put them together. One was male, one was female. They honestly, that is how when one of them, she passed away, the male guinea pig, he like couldn't handle it. And he passed away like shortly after. But yeah, we've never gotten more guinea pigs, but my husband, every time we see them, he's always wanting to hold someone's guinea pig and all of that. So 100%. I miss my dog. He died at age 13, 4 years ago. Oh, cross collie, cross German shepherd. Oh, that is seriously the hardest thing in the world. I am so sorry. Yep, Moo in DC. Yeah, animals to me, those are hard ones. Those are hard ones for sure. Okay. So I'm gonna grab a skillet real quick so we can do our mushrooms. Cook our mushrooms up. Yeah, it's honestly, I was shocked when we got our girls. When the last time I had lost a dog, I waited like a few years before getting another dog. But when we lost our English bulldog, it was like a few months later that I was like ready to get another dog. And honestly, my dogs are like therapy for me. I've lived with dogs my entire life. I've never not had a dog. So for me, it is like, it's amazing. Yep. No, it is. I've always said, like, we do not have kids. We're never gonna have kids. We don't want them. We love our nieces and nephews. Like, love them. They might be watching. I love you all. And absolutely adore being aunts and uncles. Our dogs, I know they are not children. Trust me, I very much am aware of that. But they are our children. They are our family. Like, it is just, that's how it is for us. Our dogs are like, everyone knows if they're coming, like if the dogs are coming, like they know, oh, if the Ellen, if we are coming, then the dogs are coming. So 100%. Okay. I'm gonna kind of cut up this butter because we're gonna use it a little separately. So we're first gonna cook the mushrooms and then we're gonna cook the onions. Yep. Oh, Rolo. What a good name for a dog. Oops, wrong burner. All right. I want to make sure I got this right. Yep, we're going to do those. Remove from heat. Then we're going to add the rest of the butter. Cook the onions. Then we're going to add all those lovely herbs we made. And then we're going to actually add balsamic vinegar to the pan. Ooh. With the onions in there. I like it. Yeah, it definitely, when you're ready, you'll be ready. I promise you that. You'll know. Let's see here. But yeah, I love them. In fact, I always say to my husband, my Stella was the first dog that we got. And I always kind of joke that like she was the best because when we got her, it was like 1 month later, my dad passed away. And it was like, I just like hung on to her. So yeah, like I said, dogs are a huge part of my life, and all animals, honestly. Like, I love all of them. In fact, we had something here at where I live, and they had like goats, like baby goats, and I was about to grab one and take it home. Like, I am an animal lover. So, okay, this is gonna be pretty simple. Okay, we're gonna go to stove view here in just a second. Woo. Okay, we're gonna go to stove view and cook up some mushrooms. We're gonna do some mushrooms, guys. So again, I'm just letting this cool. I'm actually gonna move it so it's not super distracting to me because I love anything pecan. So I would eat this warm and gooey. Okay. Let me go ahead, move that to the side. Get our mushrooms. And our butter is even boiling, so let's get these in here. And if you didn't know, guys, mushrooms are like sponges. So whenever you put it in with oil, butter, anything, if you're like, oh my gosh, where's all my oil and butter? They soak everything up. So a lot of the times too, like I'm following the recipe per this person today, but like if I'm cooking mushrooms, sometimes I'll cook it with like a garlic oil, like an infused oil, because then that oil is actually what gets soaked into the mushrooms as well. It's pretty cool of what's the word I want to use? It's a cool vegetable when it comes to being able to cook and really flavor them. And then what I'll do, I'm just going to keep this going, and then eventually they let out. They get hot enough that they start sweating out that butter again. So we're going to do that like this. Here we go. Dog on stream looks very happy, living the good life. Yes, Block. Oh, my dogs, they live a good little life here. I'm not going to lie. We always joke that, when we pass, we need to come back as one of our dogs. Goats are a lot of work. Jedi, I do know that. Actually, what's so funny, when I was born, the house my mom and dad brought me home to had sheep and goats and all of that. So I know a little bit about those. That honestly, if I was to get livestock, I probably wouldn't get goats. Well, I might get goats because they eat all the weeds and everything. But yeah, goats are a lot. I do want to try that goat yoga stuff though. That, like, I'm not a yoga person, but because there's goats, I do it. You have two cats, a ginger and white one called Biscuit and a gray tabby called Smokey. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I will say our Frenchies, one of them, they're supposed to be, they all say they're companion dogs. One of our Frenchies is not. She is, I swear, she is a cat. She is just like, I'm going to do what I want. I'll be where I want. Like, I will go to the sun and I will sit and I don't care if you're there. Like, I will somehow move you. Like, it's kind of funny, actually. And then my other Frenchie, she is 100% companion. She is like on your heels. If you're sitting down, she's on your lap. So yeah, it's wild to see personalities. Okay, I'm going to turn on my fan here. And again, we're just cooking these a little bit. These are all going to go onto a puff pastry. So we don't have to go super crazy because of that. I am going to add the rest of the butter in though. I've been on like a almost high for temp this whole time. But now we're going to be doing the onion. Now we're going to do the onions. And the recipe called for 2. Our onions, however, at the store were massive today. So I'm only doing 1. And we're going to get these until they're translucent. And then we're going to add in all the herbs and everything we want to add in just a moment. So they can cook in there. And then we add the balsamic, add the mushrooms back. And that's going to be our filling for these tartlets. And the oven, by the way, is preheated to 400 degrees. Okay, so these are kind of cooked down a little bit. I'm gonna just add all those garlic powders. The garlic. You guys will learn here, garlic and butter go a long way in my kitchen. And I almost double what it always says to put garlic in. I married an Italian man who loves his garlic. So I seriously put, like, they're like 1 or 2 cloves. I'll do 4 or 5. Okay, we're going to just keep this cooking. Looking good. It's smelling good. We're caramelizing here. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. So I'm really quickly... Let's see what else I needed to grab. 1 egg and then the puff pastry. Like I said, I didn't do my puff pastry. I didn't make one. I bought one. I'm not ashamed of it. So I bought a puff pastry. And then let me grab 1 egg while those onions are cooking. And I won't do anything till I'm back on normal view, just so I know we're ready. And this is going to cook for a little. I'm going to turn this to a medium heat. I don't want to burn them. So we're going to turn that to a medium heat while we prepare everything else. So let's go ahead. I'm going to crack the egg just in a little cup here. And with a fork, I'm going to whisk it because we're going to end up using it as an egg wash. I might put a little water in it too. I've noticed with my egg washes, if like someone doesn't put water in it, it just doesn't make it as good. Like it's really hard and I end up kind of coming up with almost like too much clump of an egg. Yeah, I'm going to put just a teeny, like a hit of water in there. Sometimes I'll do milk or like a heavy cream. Yeah, this is much better. So this is a lot more washy. Okay. Just making sure we don't got any burning happening. There we go. Let's grab the brush. And then the big thing here is going to be, so I just, no joke, I grabbed puff pastry dough. And I got 2 of them in case I needed it. All right. Let's unroll here. Oh, this is a good size. Okay. actually gonna flip it so my edges aren't rolling up. All right, I can smell the onions cooking, so I'm gonna go back to the onions. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting some caramelization. And you can smell that thyme. It actually smells really delicious. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this going a little bit more, though. They're not fully translucent yet. Okay. So, from here in that recipe, let's see here. It says 2 inches, I think, using a sharp knife or a pizza cutter. Ooh, I'll use the pizza cutter. I only ever use that for pizza. Why not? Make sure the puff pastry about 2-inch squares. Okay. Let's see here. And I want to see, do I have, sometimes I have a ruler that I use for baking. Let me see if I can find one. If not, we'll do it, just guess 2 inches. I don't mind. Oh, I do have a ruler. Okay, let me grab it. Just behind you guys in the pantry. All right. Okay. I mean, those are teeny, 2 inches. Okay. That's fine. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, it's almost perfectly a 14-inch, which is awesome. Anyone else have a baking ruler? Okay. So 2 inches that way. Math time, right? Not, it's so funny too because I'm originally a baker, and I can bake and do all that. I originally, like, I suck at math. Like, you get me into math class and it's not, I'm gonna cry. It's not going good in my life. So, like, the fact that I cook and I bake, especially baking, like, it kind of makes me laugh a lot. If only those teachers could see me now. I always said because it was applied. I needed it to be applied. Because science, I was always good at science. Because it was like applied math. All right, we are looking pretty dang good over here. I just want to stir these one more time and then we'll do the balsamic and all of that. Baking is numbers and 10, right? Oh yeah, it is. It's kind of wild. And then did they want me to, I want to make sure, beaten the egg on the squares, prick the puff pastry. Okay, I know that. Beat the eggs. And then, okay, so they actually, let's get a fork. This is kind of the funnest part of this. It's like garlic. I love it when I have to use garlic because I get to smash it. Done. All right. We're going to go ahead and get over now to the onions. They are nice and toasty. And they're going to still cook like a little bit more in that oven for the tartlet. Okay. Now it's the balsamic. So we're going to pour some balsamic. And use the the balsamic to kind of scrape the bottom of the pan, and then they want the onions to kind of cook in the balsamic for a little bit. Get all the good pieces. All them good pieces at the bottom. Oh, it smells so good. I love the smell of balsamic vinegar. It smells so good. Okay. I'm going to add the onion or the mushrooms back in as well. I'm going to turn this on high. Okay. Just so I get everything incorporated. And this is what's going to go in the tartlets. Or on top, I should say. This is what's going to go on top of the tartlets. And then we're going to top it with the Gruyere cheese. So, yay, yay, yay. Okay, this is going to be so good. Thank you, Top Dog. Oh, I always forget. Drink water. Drink something. All right. Just said to egg wash it. So I'm doing it. I'm excited for these. I see so many hacks doing stuff with the puff pastry dough. Like, have you all seen that one? I've never tried it before, where you like put the onion and everything like sliced or fruit, and then you put the puff pastry on top and you bake it, and then you flip it when it's done. I've always wanted to try that as well, because I'm like, if it really works as good as they say they do, like, that's amazing. Yeah, let's get that a little more cooked up. Let's grab a tray here. All right, I'm gonna just move this to the side. There we go, our Gruyere. Let me grab a parchment sheet. Okay. And then just these are so cute. I mean, they're not gonna hold a lot. I mean, this is really the picture online is super different. That's a 2" by 2" right there. And obviously puff pastries, they puff out. So I don't wanna put them too close to one another, I don't know how big it'll get. So we'll probably do 2 trays worth, I'm thinking. Okay, I'm going to turn that off, just so we don't want anything getting burned. And what's cool about this recipe, and this is why I'm kind of like excited to see how it turns out, is you don't like pinch anything or you don't fold anything in. It really is just, you put a little bit of the stuff on it, and then you bake it. Right, Blog? I gotta say, honestly, it's like the one thing everyone's always like, oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry. And what's really funny is, like I said, Top Dog's sick right now. But he like sits right up above here. So all the vents and stuff, he'll be like, oh my gosh, when's food gonna be done? Like, he gets so hungry because he gets to smell this the whole time I'm doing it. But that's why I love it. Like, food, you need food and good sleep in life. So for me, I'm going to make some good food. I might not get the best sleep all the time, but I'm going to make good food. Okay, so these might overflow a bit, but I think I'm okay with that. So my mushrooms are definitely too big for this size. So I'm going to put the mushrooms down first and then go in with the onion. Like, this is a teaspoon and it's like a little too big. So these are definitely tartlets. I would say if I was gonna make this myself and like for like a party or something, depending on how these taste, if they taste horrible, I'm not making it for a party. But if they don't, if they taste really good, I would do a 4x4. Like, good size, right? Like something that makes you happy for the size of this. Okay, let's put that one down. Because these are pretty small. They are tartlets. So this could be cute for like little kids though. Obviously you probably want to put something they'd eat. Like I said, I'm an aunt and an uncle here, so our little nieces and nephews, when they come visit, they eat some what they think is weird food. Oh, I forgot to put a little bit on this one. Like when we make mac and cheese, we make it with like jalapenos and cheddar and all that. We had to remind ourselves, like, no, they're not going to eat that. Okay, and then Gruyere all on the top. Yeah, right? I think a 4x4 block, 100%. Like, because it's got to be, I mean, these will get obviously bigger, but like, I don't know. I also love puff pastries. Like, if they're filling, I don't want 75% of that. Sorry, I got an itch on my nose. I don't want that 75% of puff pastry to be the puff pastry. Like, if it's got a filling, I want that filling. Like, that's what I want to taste. Okay, let me get this other pan that I have. We used it earlier for almonds. So let's go ahead. And we're going to do a few more. I'm going to do a second tray here. It's like if I eat bao, I love it when it's proportioned just right. So when I make food, especially for parties, and if it includes like puff pastries, I like overload it with the goods. Right, these ones are a little bigger on this side because it wasn't a perfect 2-inch. So we're going to use the big ones. We're going to see how the big ones turn out. Okay. I definitely have enough puff pastry to make a lot of this. I'm only going to make 2 sheets and then I'll get rid of the rest, but oh yeah, see, yeah, the bigger ones are so much nicer. Again, stuff's going to be falling out, but I'm okay. The rustic, right? It makes it look like rustic. I could see these being used though, like the way it's cooked. Like if you put a good amount of cheese on this, I could see you using these to dip into like a good French onion soup. Like, you know how you have usually the French bread cooked in? You could have these instead on the side for dipping into French onion soup because it kind of has that smell. This is why I don't get invited to special events. Honestly, I am so like, I love my house and like, I am not super, I mean, I'm outgoing, but like, I'm not super out there. But if you tell me I can host something and I get to just be in the kitchen and cook for people, like that's my favorite thing in the world. So I'll do that. Like I host Thanksgiving almost every year. And I'll do different stuff, or I'll be like, every party I go to, what can I bring? What can I bring? Because I'm like, that's all I can contribute to this. Okay, let me show you guys in the stove view what these look like. So you can kind of see, I'll give you more of an up close on this guy. So literally just put them on there. The dough, the filling, the cheese, and now we just cook it. That's it. It just has to bake itself. And they want it to bake for about 20 to 25 minutes at 400 degrees. So I'm going to put this in the bottom. And I have 2 trays. And we'll bake at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Perfect. Okay, and we used actually almost all the Gruyere. I'm going to use some of that, I think, in my next dish. Let me move my egg wash over. Okay, let's try some of these onions. Oh, okay. The balsamic on that onion. Oh, it's so good. Okay, that was actually a great choice. That changed it completely. You'll take the 2 trays, right? Oh, I need something. I need to be able to send people food. But like, I got to figure out how do you send food and you need to then heat it up. Oh, we need transporters. We 100% need food transporters. I don't care. We don't have to do people yet. But food. We got to figure that part out. Okay. So that is done. All right, next. All right, what do we want to do next? So I'm going to move this to the side. Honestly, all those mushrooms and everything left over, I'm probably going to use it. Like, I might make a steak this week, and I could seriously take all those mushrooms, that filling basically, I could put that over a steak easy. There's a lot left. Let me show you guys. So you guys saw how much. Like, look how much is left of the onion and the mushroom, and it tastes really good. Like, I love that balsamic. I can taste the vinegar. It's so good. So I'm definitely going to use that, make some steaks or something, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Now I'm going to get everything ready for the pasta, for cacio e pepe. Because let me see, our lamb chops here, I want to say, is we're just heating up our oil and then we make the sauce. Yeah, it really was, vlog. It was so good. Like, I was kind of like, okay, like, and I like balsamic vinegar. It's not like my favorite thing, but I like it. It added, especially with the thyme and the sugar, it is like a yummy savory, and then a little bit of a sweet hits you, but like, it's really good. Like, I was kind of, enough that I'm shocked. I'm not the best with explaining what it tastes like, but it elevated the thyme and the garlic. That's what it did. It elevated it. So I liked it. I liked it a lot. All right, let me get the cheese, because we're going to get everything ready now for our pasta. So the lamb has to get cooked, which, if you were here part of the rave, that's literally what I was marinating, was the lamb. So the lamb is in here just kind of sitting and chilling for a little bit. But now we're going to get our cheese. Had to go check on your dad. It'll take a little bit longer to do crunches on it. Oh my gosh! What happened to you, John? Hopefully nothing too horrible. Okay, I'm gonna put this cheese in here now. Switch my cheese. All right. Here we go. Okay. And this is Romano cheese. That's all this is. So I'm just grating it now. Hairline fracture. Oh, on your heel. Ooh. I have broken my ankles, and only a few well, every toe I've broken before, but oh, the heel. Ooh. I hope you get better soon, friend. Like, I hope it's not too horrible for you, because that's gnarly. You couldn't even walk. Oh. Yeah, broken bone. Like, you have broken, and then you have hairline, and hairlines are sometimes so much worse because it's not fully broken. It's just, oh, like, if you guys don't know what hairline fracture it is, it's as if, like, a hair, and so it's like, it kind of opened it up a bit, and oh, yeah. You don't even know how it happened. Oh, no. Come up with some crazy story, John. You can just go with it. All right. And I'm just grabbing all the cheese I can. We're going to make some pasta. So with this pasta that we're doing, I'm actually really excited. I've had it before in restaurants. And all it is a pepper cheese pasta. That's it. So it's a side dish today for us with the lamb and just nice and peppery goodness. And we're going to actually roast pepper to help make the sauce. And then all you do is use cheese, the pepper, and your pasta water to make this dish. So I'm actually really excited to make it. And it's an Italian dish. I'm just trying to get as much of this cheese as I can. I'll break up a little bit right here. Okay. We're expecting rain here tonight sometime. The weather I hear can make... Yeah, no, weather, because it's the cold. So my regular followers know this, but I actually have plates in my face I had a kind of a weird jaw growing up, and they had to break my jaw from my eye sockets down. And so I have plates all around my face. And when I'm in super, even now, like that was 20 plus years ago. Even now, when it's super cold, I'm like pushing my face because all the metal and stuff in my face. It's like, oh, and like I said, where I broke my my feet and my ankles, it 100%. It was like I can feel it. I can feel it. But you'll get through it. I know you will. And it'll heal up perfect and all of that. Okay. All right, we're gonna heat up some pasta. So I do, Claire, I am on YouTube. It is Becca with Flour. So I live stream on both platforms. Let me really quickly get my water. Let me get my links for you because they weren't working. And then John helped me because I figured it out. Going through airports. Oh, Jedi, it's really fun. Honestly, nowadays, it's not as bad. If the airport's security is up really high, it gets bad. But if it's not, if the security's not too high, I do pretty fine. But I always have, you know, the x-rays. I always have all of that stuff in case I need it. Yes, moving to Vegas helped a bunch. It actually helped a whole lot. But I will say this, something most people don't know about Vegas. It snows at my house every year. It gets very cold here, like to the point of it snowing. Now, it doesn't stick. It snows for like an hour or two, and then it's gone. And then maybe the next day it snows again, and then that's it. It's just cold and windy. But most of the time we're in heat, so we're good to go. All right, let me get some links here for you, Claire. Give me 1 second. And then I do also have a website I'm just kind of launching, but I'll be having different recipes on that every day as well. Okay. Or every week, not every day on my blog. That'd be silly. I couldn't keep up with that. I do have a normal 9-to-5 job, and I'm a manager. So being a manager with my team is like, that's another job in itself. So I can't do it every week or every day, but I do try to put something up once a week. Okay, and there's that. And let's get you Discord. Yep, they have nothing to hold. That's so true. And we are what's considered a high desert. So 100%. Oh my gosh, John, I see your photos. You put up your cat and everything. Oh, yep. And then Top Dog put what Roxy did. Okay, let me get into this channel so I can get you guys invites. Hold on. We can get you guys in here. All right, here we go. There we go. Thank you, Claire. Thank you guys for your patience. Again, I'm going to work on getting all that set, so hopefully commands work. Vegas is desert. I love watching. Oh my gosh, yes. So, yeah, Vegas is full desert. So you have high desert and low desert. High desert, like technically Oregon, parts of Oregon are considered high desert too. Obviously super different. But yeah, I have like let's see, there's probably like 4 doors, like home doors, and then it ends. I am at the very end, like, and it's gone. Like, it's just desert at that point. We've had, obviously we have like scorpions and snakes, but we've had desert tortoises walk up our street. Like, they just walk. We've had, sheep, all of that. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate it. Yeah, so it's like wild, but the desert, I love the heat. I never thought I would. I'm not going to lie. I thought I was going to hate it because I loved the cold for so long. I loved the cold, and the heat was like, I didn't care that much. Now, I lived in Chicago for a while, and the heat there was the humidity, and I couldn't do it. I was like, this is too much. But now that I am in the heat, like, I love it. I absolutely love it. So, okay. We're using bucatini pasta. I'm not making it by scratch either. I still have to figure out pasta. Everyone says it's so easy, but every time I try it, guys, I cannot figure it out. So bucatini, it's a pretty thick, but it's got like a hole down the center. So if you guys can see, like, that's a thick pasta. And there, I don't even know if you guys can tell. It's probably never going to be in frame because it's so small, but I'll snap it so you can hear it. Like, it's got a good snap. I'm not snapping it, putting it in that water. But yeah, it's much thicker than like a spaghetti. It's just because it's like almost like a long tube. Thank you so much, Claire. I appreciate it. Chicago to Vegas, I'd go Vegas. Right, Block? Yeah, I've lived in Colorado, a huge part of my life in Washington, Northern California, Southern California, Hawaii. Like, there are so many places I've been that it's kind of funny that Vegas is the one everyone always asks, what's your favorite? And it's Vegas. Like, it's Vegas. So, yeah, it's what I like, right? Okay, so let me make sure. I want to make sure we got this right. So what's going to happen is, as the pasta is being made, we're going to be making the sauce. All I did was put salt in the water, and I'm waiting for it to boil. Once it boils, we'll get the pasta in there, and then I'm going to start with some black pepper, and we're going to roast the black pepper on the stove. So that is like a huge part of it, is like roasting that black pepper. Then, once that's done, once the pepper's roasted, once your pasta is almost done, like a few minutes from being done, we're going to take some and we're going to stick it in the peppered saute pan, mix it around, add a 4th cup of the pasta water, add the cheese, and just keep mixing. That's literally how you make this. Like, it's kind of wild. And yeah, it's super easy. That's all you have to do, and we're gonna see. Supposedly it tastes amazing because of this. So that's what we're gonna do. You'd love to come to Vegas. Vegas is definitely fun. But Claire, honestly, the UK, so we are going to, at the end of the year, we're going to Italy for the first time. But then in a few years, we plan on going to the UK. Like, we're going to go to London, but then we obviously want to go up, and we want to just go all around, because I've never been there. I've never been to any part of the UK. So that always just seems so magical to me. Like, I love Vegas so much, but we finally have, like, decided we're going to start traveling and seeing places, and I'm always like, oh, I just want to. Birmingham. Oh, very nice. Okay, I know where that is on a map. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I love learning about other places. Last year we went to St. Lucia, and it was so fun. We like hung out with the locals, and like we were like, where do you eat? Where do you do? So every time I go somewhere, I'm like, if you're from there, you have to tell me what to do and where to go, because like 100%, like that's the best time. Like, that's the best thing to be a part of and to visit. Is like, what do the locals eat, and and honestly eat, obviously, because hello guys, like I'm a foodie, so I always want to know where's the best food, what's the best thing to do, you know, what doesn't offend people. Because I know even in Hawaii, there's like certain beaches you just won't tell people about because it's a locals beach. Like, you can't just, I mean, you could just show up and that's fine, but like there's just some things. Oh my gosh, of course, Claire, 100%. I will tell you, it's not going to be for like another year or two, but yes, I'd love to. I love to meet up. Okay, so this I know has to get done pretty fast once it starts. So let's get the lamb chops ready. I want to get my sauce ready. So they're already being marinated. We got to sear them. And then when the sear happens and they're done being cooked, that's when we're going to go ahead and put in everything else. So we're just going to get them ready. We're just going to get this ready. So first is a cup, you know what? I'm going the wrong way. A cup of white wine. So I buy like just the little bottles because I just find like it's easier. And this is 8 ounces. This is a cup. So when I'm ready to use it, I can just crack it open and use it. Your two is good for me because of work. Yeah. Work? Do you have a crazy job? Well, yeah, of course you do, Claire. Oh my gosh. With all the animals and everything. Yeah, no, my work, honestly, I used to stream on Wednesdays and I haven't updated my calendar in my about section yet. I used to stream Wednesdays, but my job right now is so insane that most of the time I'm doing like 12-hour days and it's just like, I gotta relax at some point. So Sunday became my day of fun for all of that. But yeah, I feel like everyone's work too. It's a lot to handle. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get my cutting board back. And then the next thing is, this is going to be the sauce. Dijon mustard. 1/4 cup of Dijon mustard. So it's wine, Dijon mustard. Okay, we're just going to put this in like that. Heavy on that mustard. I'm going to stick this in the fridge. I don't even have room. Okay. We find room later. My water is almost boiling, so we're good with that. Okay, thyme, obviously, if it's a thyme. Then we got some garlic. You guys just heard me say this. They want 1. I'm going to do 3. Now, one of them's really tiny. So, I'll do 3 cloves of garlic. Oh my gosh, Claire. Well, I encourage you definitely, if you ever can, just do it. Like, when you get to that point. It is so fun. I have to, like, obviously there are days I'm tired and different things of that nature, but it is my favorite thing. Like, I live in Vegas. We moved here, and a few years later, or a few months later, was kind of when the pandemic happened. And so I've always worked from home. And so, I mean, as sad as this sounds, I don't have tons of friends in the neighborhood. Again, like, most people don't know me. So for me, this is like fun. I seriously, and you guys will see when I end it, and I truly mean it, I appreciate my community so much. I think you guys are amazing, and like, I do have a happier outlook on life, and I like being here for people and just sitting and cooking. Like, cooking is my favorite thing. I am not a chef. I am just self-taught. I went to cooking school for a spit of time, and I was like, no, it's not for me. And so I learned a little bit, but for the most part, like, I've just kind of learned as I go. And when I started Twitch, it was honestly because my husband did it, and I was like, I think I could do this. And it was a way for me to meet more people, and then also make sure I did my hobby. Like, I got in such a rut of like work and then never doing anything I enjoyed, like just making sure I took care of all the chores I needed to take care of and all of that. So even when things like right now are crazy for me, it's like I have Sunday, I have streaming that I get to just stream and do what I love, which is cooking. So for me, it's like super exciting. So when you get there, I completely understand. Because I agree, financially and everything, I am your #1 supporter. Like, I think if anyone wants to stream, they should. It is really fun. Oh, when I squeeze in the food, oh my gosh, yes. So I travel for work. I travel to the same place though, because that's where our main office is in Irvine. So I travel a bunch there, and every time I'm like, what's the new restaurant? But I will say Vegas is amazing food. Okay, so what just went off? My tartlets. Ooh, okay. This looks good, guys. I'm gonna go to stove view so you can see. Okay, look at these little tartlets. Oh, these look cute. Okay, I gotta though make some room because I don't have room on the stove to place these. So I'm gonna make some room behind you guys. So that way I can put both of the pans. And then I'll switch my view. And I saw you had a question, Claire, so I will answer it in just a sec. Oh yeah, these are good. These are good. Like I said, I would still 100% make these double the size. Okay, and I know we have an ad starting soon, so I want to make sure I answer your question, Claire. So I honestly would go to YouTube unless, or not YouTube, sorry, Twitch. I do Twitch first. It kind of gets you used to everything. And then on top of that, for me, I'm not an editor. Like, I don't edit. And so I enjoy, like, if you're going to make actual videos, I would love to. You'll see I have a few on there that I've kind of done something with to try it out. I'm just not a good editor. I want to get to the point where I can financially have somebody edit videos. I don't mind filming them, but having somebody edit. Twitch to me too has such an amazing community. And it really is awesome. Like, there's so much love I have for Twitch. I definitely think, I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket because you can't do that. But like, for me, Twitch was just easy. You get on and you can do it, and you already have so many people that you talk to, and you can talk, about, hey, you started something, so they can hype you up. And yeah, I would say Twitch first. It's just, to me, it seemed like an easier outlet to go, and it's pretty forgiving. Vegas gets everything fresh every day. I will say it is definitely, for food wise, everyone comes here to do their, new restaurants. We get new restaurants all the time. Food wise, we can get almost anything. I will say almost everything comes frozen, and then we can use it in our grocery stores. But for food, it's amazing. 51 years old and love to stream. Because of work, I'm thinking more my retirement days. Okay, Claire, when the ad ends, I'll make sure to get back to you. Okay, let's go ahead, get this pasta in. I don't think I need that much. Ooh, this is big pasta. Big pasta. Okay, and then time on this. It's fresh thyme. I don't even know what that. Okay, just fresh thyme. Add mustard and fresh thyme. Okay, so we'll just add what I've done. And if I have to add more, I'll add more. And then it wants heavy cream. A little bit of heavy cream in this. All right, let me grab that from my fridge. A little bit of heavy cream. Okay. And yeah, Claire, you tell me when you're back. Okay. Yeah, I 100%, like, I think it'd be awesome. Retirement days and stuff, I think that'd be perfect. And what I love is, like I said, how I do it is I find recipes online I want to try. Other people share their recipes, depending on, like, how you want it. That's what I love, is I can switch whatever I want, make it work for me. Because it's nice that way. It's just nice. So I think that's a great idea. Like, do it for retirement days and all of that. Okay. And yes, people, I don't break my spaghetti noodles or my noodles. You just slowly, like, bend them in. This one is a little harder because they're super thick. Come on. All right, this is just going to take me a minute. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ooh, I should have used a bigger pot. I didn't think these were going to be this difficult. All right, I'll show you guys what I'm doing because it's not so fun to watch my back. Of course, Claire. I think it's awesome. You keep me updated too, because as soon as you're ready, like, I wanna make sure you get as much support from everybody that you can. Okay, so all I'm doing, because I'm not gonna break them, is bending the noodles. to get into that pot. And again, I could have used a bigger pot. I didn't think these were going to be that hard to bend. Because what'll happen is if you don't go fast enough, some of them kind of have it. I'm not too concerned. But what happens is you can end up burning your noodle. Woo, these guys are thick noodles. Okay. Oh, that one broke. That's okay. That's okay. We good. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right. So I'm actually going to turn on the stove. I'm going to turn it on kind of a medium to high for the pepper, just because I want to roast it a little bit. Because what I'm actually going to do is we're going to start the lamb. I'm trying to make it so things can kind of somewhat end at the same place. So I'm going to start the lamb here in a second, but this is my best area for heat. And so what I'm going to do is I just want to, we need way more pepper than that. That's not enough pepper. There we go. I want to sneeze from this. Okay. So let me just kind of roast this up a little bit, make it super fragrant. There we go. It's the Vegas style, right? Oh, good, Claire. Never break them. Let them fold. Yeah. Oh, man. It is like, and I wasn't expecting this. These are so thick that it's kind of like I was shocked at how long that took. Because spaghetti, normally it's like, what, 10, 15 seconds in boiling water and you're good. Okay. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to get another pan here. And I'm going to go from roasting this. I'm going to then set over here. Because when the pasta's done, I'm going to like flip the pans. Just because this is a little too big for my smaller one. Let's see. Yeah, we're almost good and roasted on this. And this too, I could have done like the actual peppercorns and roasted them that way, but I just wanted to roast this way. Yeah, we're getting it. They're like lightly toasted. I don't need it super toasted. There's heat coming off and steam. Yeah, okay. So now I'm just gonna take this, set it to the side. We're gonna get this pan hot because we are going to put the lamb chops in just a second. Let me see here. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So this is just, again, just some olive oil. No, girls, you have to wait. Okay. So this is just going to be olive oil. So this is my heads up to you guys. If you're ever wondering, like, how do I know my olive oil it's ready for whatever's in it to sizzle? If you notice when you move olive oil around, it's obviously very thick. When it starts acting watery, that's when you know your pan is nice and hot and ready for basically anything. So I'm going to grab another set of tongs here, and I am going to get any thyme that I did have that was the branches off. So here's what the lamb, again, just small little pieces. It's small little lamb. So see how much like more watery this is acting? It's not even as watery as I want it to be. So I'm still going to let that sit for just a second. Name those pans. Ninja. They're not Ninja. They are, oh my gosh, what are they called? Oh my gosh, why can't I think of its name? I will look it up. I don't remember the name, but they're not Ninja pans. I've actually never owned anything by Ninja. Everyone loves them though, so maybe I need to get something. Okay. So it's 4 to 5 minutes per side, but I've never cooked lamb. So I am not going to hate, and I am going to grab my meat thermometer and stick it in because I want to cook this right. So let me really quickly turn it on. And this is all I'm using. I'm just going to find the meat, lamb. And I think medium, I think medium's fine. Okay. And you know what? This guy, let's stick him in here. Okay. So I can just kind of leave that in there while it's going. But they did say online it's about 4 to 5 minutes per side. Oh my gosh, I know, right? Yeah, this one, it is one that you can buy. I need to figure out the name of it. I honestly found it because somebody from YouTube had suggested it, somebody that I liked. And I love them. Like, I absolutely love them. But you can get them at, for here, you can get them at Target, you can get them at Walmart, but it's not Ninja. It's just like another, is it called Diamond something? No. I'll find the name. I'll have to find it. I've had them for years, though. They are quite amazing pans. All right, we're going to keep this sucker going. Yeah, this is going to cook for a minute here. I am going to turn it to a medium high, because I don't want it to burn on one side, because we're going to flip it. Okay, so our mini tartlets. Let me get, okay. Let me grab them so I can show them to you guys. These are so delish looking. I'm very happy. They definitely exploded a little bit, but I don't care. Okay, so the mini tartlets. Okay, so this is like what it looks like. So you got your puff pastry and then all your mushroom and onion up here with the cheese. Let's see if they were worth it. Those are good. However, let me finish chewing. I'm getting 75% puff. So, in order to fix this, like you can see, one of these is a little bigger. Like, that's a good size compared to that. Look at the difference. So I would 100% do like a 4x4 square instead. Because then you can add more. Because I will say, when you have the puff with the topping, it tastes really good. But you're going to get a lot of puff. A lot of puff. I'm not mad at it though. I just need more of that topping. That's all I'm saying. So recipe again, not bad. Just need more. Okay. All right. Now, let me check our pasta. This was pasta, right? This was pasta? I think so. If not, it's all going. Okay. Let's see. I mean, I don't think it's done. This is pretty... Oh, it might be. All right. I'm going to give it like another minute, and then we're going to do it. We're going to do the pasta. Let me make sure I got everything ready. So, I need a 4th cup, because I will take a little bit of that water from the pasta. We're going to instantly put the pasta in with a 4th cup of water, some cheese, and we're just going to keep stirring it, making it work for us. So, now I'm going to move to stove view, because you want to do the pasta al dente, because pasta, like everything else, just because you take it off the heat doesn't mean it stops cooking. So you want to make sure to keep it on. So let's go to stove view. Yeah, just need just a teeny bit more. And how are we doing on these? We're almost to the halfway point of these being cooked, but I'm going to flip them. I don't know where I put those tongs, though. Oh, I see them. Okay. All right. we're gonna flip these suckers. Actually, I'm gonna reinsert this. There we go. Yeah, we're a little over halfway on the lamb. Okay, gonna take this off, put this back on, and we're gonna put the pasta in. I'm gonna move it around, get a little bit of that pepper on. 1/4 cup of pasta water. And then the cheese. Flying out of the pan here. And they said if you don't see it becoming watery enough, or almost if it's too much cheese, which I might have added a little too much, but if it's too much cheese, then you just add a teeny bit more of that pasta water. You just got to keep stirring it. I think I need to add more pasta water. We also needed to add more or have a bigger pan for this, but that's okay. We figure things out. There we go. Ooh, there's definitely a cheese toll happening though. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Oh my gosh. Your face without a grease. So eat it though. I love it. Can you guys hear me though? I want to make sure. It looks like my mic went down. Let's see. Hold on. better. Are we good? Can you guys hear me? Because I think I had you on the webcam behind me. I'm hoping this is a little better of a situation. Oh, yay, okay. Oh my gosh, okay. I don't know at what point you guys lost me, I'm sorry. I need to, my mic ends up going out a lot faster than I thought it would. So I'm gonna make sure that I mic up right the next time. Okay, we're back. So I'm just reducing down this wine sauce, right? What about the smell vision, right, Sierra? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get this pasta. We gotta plate up some stuff here. So, I've always wanted to try this. Don't laugh at me if I do it horribly wrong. But you know when they like spiral it and then put it on your plate? While we're reducing, let me see how much they want us to reduce this sauce. Not too much. Okay, actually, we're not going to do the pasta yet, guys. We're going back to the stove view. So I might try yelling so you guys can hear me a little bit. So you have this. Going to add the garlic, the mustard, and then the thyme. Got to add that thyme in there. And then they also want heavy cream. So 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. So we're going to add that, the 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. And I can kind of lower my fan noise down. If you guys do not know, I have set my fire alarms off multiple times, and my dogs are terrified of me because of that when I'm in the kitchen. So I always have to make sure my fans are on really nice so I don't scare them. What's hilarious is they love fireworks, and they love going out and watching them, and they love everything to do with loud noises, but when you come to the kitchen and all that, yep, it's too crazy for them. Okay. Holy moly, this is amazing. Okay. This is good. Okay, so I will say, it is mustardy. Like, if you're not a fan of mustard, don't make this sauce. It is like mustard on another level. So I'm going to reduce this down just a teeny bit more. Actually, I'm going to put more thyme because I'm not getting enough thyme. So, never enough time. Never. Okay. We're going to reduce this down just a teeny bit. I'm going to put it on low because I think that's perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now we'll come back. We are back now here. So we're going to get the pasta. We're going to see if we can swirl it. You don't like mustard. Yeah, I am not the biggest mustard fan. So I was like, oh, I bet you. So Top Dog likes mustard. Like I said, he's sick or else he'd come down. He would love this. Like, he is a mustard fan. Okay, how do they do this? Okay, we're going to just do like a little bit of pasta, right? A little bit of pasta. You just swirl, 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 swirl. Do they do it on the plate? Is that what I'm getting wrong? Maybe they do it on the plate. There we go. Okay. There we go. Wow, Sensei. Dogs like fireworks? Most don't. Mine do. Sierra, mustard goes on anything. Mmm. Holy moly, this pasta. Oh. So, I have people in my family who are like, you know, they're gluten-free and stuff like that. And 100% this would kill them. But this is, yeah, we're going to add a little bit of that. I even think I want to add just a teeny bit of pepper on top. Okay. Just like some fresh cracked pepper. Who doesn't want that? I'm going to bring the lamb. I'm going to first put some sauce down on the bottom. And I'll show you guys like my plating here in just a second. But I want it to be down at the bottom. And then the lamb piece. So I've let the lamb sit like any meat. You want them to sit for a minute. So I'm going to take it. Yeah, this looks so good. I'm going to put it like that. And then I'm going to take a little bit more sauce just to kind of put on the top. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. This smells so good. Okay. Here we go. Stove view. Well, first I'll give you guys this view. Okay. Here is the cacio e pepe. And then our lamb with a thyme mustard sauce. I will never, ever say I am a low carb girl. You give me anything with a carb, I'm gonna be there. Okay, here's your like top down view. Right? You know what's so funny too is I have a friend who is a bodybuilder and she has won a bunch of competitions. She is amazing. That girl eats carbs. I'm like, okay, then I can. Like, I've lost 100 pounds eating carbs. Like, so I am for sure not the girl not to eat carbs. All right, let's try this. Let's try this, guys. And then we'll try dessert because I still have to finish that. Okay. Oh, this lamb. Okay, like I said, I've never made lamb. And I put it as like a medium well to medium rare. So there's like my bite. Oh my gosh. That is so good. That is so good. Okay. I'm loving it. Let me try now with some pasta as my side. We'll make vegetables tomorrow. Mmm. Y'all, Top Dog doesn't know what he's missing today. Oh my gosh. 10 out of 10. On Discord, I'll put, again, the links tomorrow for all of these. Okay. 100%, like, so yummy. I will say, like, I personally love, like, I think the sauce is really good on this. It is definitely mustard, though. I like honey mustard. I would love to put honey mustard in this instead, or even put some feta cheese on top, because it definitely has that very Mediterranean kind of taste to it. So I feel like feta cheese would go pretty good on top of this. And it would even go with the pasta, like they wouldn't conflict each other on the cheese. Okay. You guys, this is really good. This is family dinner, guys. Welcome. Sunday family dinner. Our pasta's great. Okay. We gotta get to dessert. You guys don't have to watch me eat all day. Okay. Let's get to dessert. Dessert. All right, let me grab it. And it might not be fully chilled yet. It may not be. It's definitely not. Okay. That's okay. We'll see what we can do. Oh yeah, this has to chill way more, but we'll at least, I'll cut one to put on a plate. How about that? So I definitely think I should have probably put this in the fridge for us to finish it on time. But, it's not gonna look pretty, but I bet you it'll taste pretty. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely falling apart because I needed to let it cool a lot more. So, normally with the pecan pie, you gotta let it like fully chill. This is so good. Okay, so I'm gonna set this to the side because I'll have to let it chill. Uh-oh. I have an ad that says it's gonna start and I don't want it to. We'll snooze it. Okay, let's snooze it for a moment. So here is our pecan pie bar. So it really is like a pecan pie. You got your shortbread crust, your pecan filling, that's all this is, and then it got all nice and toasted, right? Yummy deliciousness. Another carb-free thing, right? Right? I know. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So if you remember, this recipe wanted us to put lemon juice in the pecan filling. Game changer. So if you've ever had pecan pie, it is sweet. It is a very sweet dessert. That little bit of lemon, and it was only one lemon, juice of one lemon, that was it. One lemon, and it adds like a sweet tartness to this that I've never had in a pecan pie or anything like that before. Game changer. I will say they had us roast the pecans ahead of time. That doesn't really, I don't taste anything different with the pecans because of that. So I feel like that could be left off. Like, that was an extra step that maybe if you roasted them a lot longer, you might be able to taste it. But it said to do it for like 7 minutes, and I did. But the lemon in it adds a tartness that works with the pecans. It is still sweet. It hits you sweet, and then you're kind of left with this yummy tartness. Not enough that it's like a lemon bar tart, but you get hit with like a, ooh, like, what do we got going on here? Oh, I like that. I like that. But yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, so let's bring all the food over here with all my 5,000 forks. Oops, and let's maybe turn off the stove. Forgot to turn off the stove. Thankfully it was on low. Okay. Let me just mix some stuff around. Because I'm sure what'll happen is Top Dog will eventually be like, okay, I'll try your food when I'm off stream. When he's awake and able. Okay, so we had our tartlets. Our onion mushroom tartlets. Again, the filling is so good. The balsamic with the mushrooms and the onion, seriously amazing. The fact that they wanted these on 2-inch by 2-inch squares, I did some bigger so we could try it out, much better. No problem, Claire. Oh my gosh, go to sleep. Thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of it and staying it. Have a good rest of your evening. Then, of course, we have our lamb with the mustard thyme sauce and our cacio e pepe. Thank you for the follow, Ripped Pants. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I had our cacio e pepe, and then we had our pecan pie bars, which I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of all of this. I'll take like another piece and I'll put online tomorrow, maybe on Discord. I'll put the pecan bars, like how, like cutting time and all that. Thank you, Ripped Pants. Thank you. But oh my gosh, Pinterest did not disappoint. So lemon in the pecan bars. Now it's going to change my life. This is how I'm going to make it when I make the pie, all of that. The mustard sauce, really good. Make sure you love mustard though, guys. You gotta make sure you love the mustard. I honestly want to try it with honey mustard because I like honey mustard. And I think that might add a little something to it. Wouldn't change anything with the pasta. Cacio e pepe, holy moly, party in your mouth with that pasta. Love, love, love. I'm making it again. Tartlets, again, insides, amazing. The actual shell itself, little too much of a shell, not enough filling. So making them bigger, maybe even rolling them to be a little thinner and adding more of that goodness. But hello, like love this. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Claire. I appreciate it. Yes, Block, food plus 10. I got a lot to eat here. But oh my gosh, no, this is actually, I'm super happy. Let me see if I can really quickly grab. I'm gonna go up to like the very top of my stream chat, because that's where I actually copied. Oh, it's probably, oh, here, we could do it on this one. Because I want to make sure to give you guys all, let's see, the recipes. Again, I got these all from Pinterest. This was me making recipes I found on Pinterest. Let's see if they work. Let's see. And then I just linked now everything that I made. And like I said what I would change. Winner of today. The winning recipe. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, the cacio e pepe makes me dance, and I love pasta. But honestly, it's between the lamb and probably the pecan pie. Like, that lemon really changed the game on that. But that lamb sauce, too. Like, oh, thank you for the alert, Claire. You have a good night. But, oh my gosh. I mean, it's so good. It is so good. But all the recipes did not disappoint. Oh, you know what we have to do? Okay. We'll make sure, because we got to pick, again, I know I picked salad bar last week, and I'm working on it. I'm not going to forget about salad bar as a theme. I want to make it perfect. But we still need to pick a theme for next week. So if you have an idea, video game, book, movie, time era. We did the 49ers, as in the football team, one week. Anything you guys can think of. If you want it, add it in. But we're going to pick a theme. And we're going to raid, because Top Dog always has to remind me because I forget. I like gluten-free, low-carb pasta treatment. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to write gluten-free menu as an option. Because I actually have people in my family who are gluten-free, and I don't think I cook anything ever for them because of that reason. We're going to do gluten-free. Let's see. Okay. Gluten-free. That'd be a fun one. I honestly would have to ask my sister everything because I don't know. All right. You guys ready? Our theme, until I figure out how I'm going to do salad bar, which I will do, but our theme is going to be, I'm going to laugh if it's the one I just put in there. We're doing Alice in Wonderland, which is my favorite movie of all time. Okay. Alice in Wonderland, guys. That's what got picked. We're doing Alice in Wonderland next week. So a 4-course meal, Alice in Wonderland, which means it's got to be wild. Mushrooms, of course. We are going to have to do some, I'm going to have a blast with this one. I might end up getting an Alice costume because I feel like it may be needed. We got to figure something out because I'm going to do a crazy Alice in Wonderland theme. I seriously, I got to do something. So, Alice in Wonderland Sunday, guys, 2:30 p.m. We're going to be doing an Alice in Wonderland themed 4-course meal. Oh my gosh, what is my main course? That's wild. I mean, obviously we have the tea party and that kind of stuff, so I might have to make some teas, right? We might have to do something like that. We'll figure it out. We're going to figure this out. But in the meantime, let's go ahead. And raid. And I will tell you this, even if you can stay for 20 seconds into somebody's raid, it is worth it. I got a lot of you today from a raid, and it really means a lot. I was kind of thrown back But it truly does mean a lot if you can stay, like I said, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever you can. It is really appreciated. Everyone who was new to me today, I thank you so much for coming. Definitely feel free to follow me, YouTube, website, BeccaWithFlour.com. But like, honestly, I absolutely love seeing everybody here. I wasn't kidding when I said this is kind of what I live for. This is my day. This is the excitement I have sometimes all week from working, is being here with you all on Sunday. So I super appreciate everything, and I appreciate all you guys, and I want you to have a good week. Oh my gosh, everybody have a good week. Get sunshine in if you can. I know I'm very lucky I get sunshine a lot, but get what you can in. Do something good for yourself. Try cooking one of these meals, or even if it's cooking a frozen dinner, like it's food and you're cooking, which is all the good things. Right, Bach? Good stuff. Okay, we gotta find someone to raid though. I don't know who to raid. Okay. Let's see. I want to stay with food and drink. It's my category. It's my category, guys. Let's see. Wow, there's some big... I never can tell. Get those doggos out of the sun, right? Oh, they want... That's all they want, is to be in the sun. Okay. Oh my gosh, she's doing cupcakes, cookies, I think cupcake decks. I think we rated her last time too. I think it might be fun, because I'm trying to see other people that might be on. I don't really know anybody on here, but I want to make sure we're good. Oh, we got somebody called Shine Clan, and she's making lasagna. Let me see. Should we raid her? I think we should. Let's try her out, guys. Let me get everything set up here so we can raid. Again, I appreciate you all so much, and I know it means a lot to stay a little bit extra. But again, it's really, it feels great. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. If you do not stream, it feels really good. All right, we're gonna go ahead. We are gonna raid. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thank you for coming today. We'll see you Sunday, 2:30, Alice in Wonderland. Lord, bring on the mushrooms. Yeah, sorry guys, the mic, because it's different. I'll be mic'd 100% better next time. Okay guys, let's start our raid. Thank you so much for joining. Let's bring all the noise. Again, I don't know who Shine is, so we'll see. All right, bye.